ban.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to TI8's group stages with myself, ODPixel, and Fogged. We're getting ourselves into the second series of the day here on Stream C, as we have Liquid versus IG kicking off. We're going to see how it goes down. Liquid, they've had some losses, right?
They have had
Invictus
some losses.
They've had
two.
some losses.
2 losses.
They've had 2 losses. IG had. They've been looking a bit rocky as well.
We got
a little more rocky.
IG's looking much more rocky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously this matchup, from what we've seen at TI, and of course coming into TI, you would expect Liquid to be coming in with the upper hand, but we'll see what IG can do against them. And can bring to the field, and also see how Liquid's been drafting, because they've been doing some fun stuff, some different stuff. We've seen some Huskars and stuff. So
We saw.
I say fun stuff. I mean Huskar and Brood picks.
Yeah.
We'll see if they do that.
Take
this
it as
series.
you will.
Yeah.
Well, they did have a 0 stun draft yesterday, right? They had Silencer, Wisp, Bloodseeker, Vano, Huskar. Actual 0 stun. I haven't seen that in quite a while, where you don't even have an ultimate or even a mini stun. They lost that game, but then they brought it back. They did end up winning after.
Oh, look at this! Some respect for the Brood pickers. Second ban Brood.
I mean, it really does seem like Liquid is just going for like Huskar and Brood a lot of these games.
And they'll pick it early as well. So first phase ban, not out of the question. And
we can see it.
We'll see IG do it here.
You know what we also get? Well, what you get, and I know people are going to love it, is
Baboka.
Owen's getting to cast Baboka. So you're going to hear
Baboka.
lots of Babokas. Baboka.
That's a great name.
It is a good name. I'm more hyped for aggressive, man. I'm always hyped for aggressive.
See what we got here. Third ban from IG. It will be the IO.
It will be the IO.
I'll take that away from Liquid.
So Wraith King.
Wraith King's there.
Is it gonna
Willow's
be?
there.
Invictus
What do we got
is
first? Okay,
go
we
back.
are seeing. Yeah, we're seeing some teams as well liking to open with the Venge.
Yep.
How does Sonny come back into meta? Is that solid opener? Just slamming a Venge into the draft.
After seeing the game from earlier, I would be like, Wraith King Willow, right?
I mean, if they play, I mean, surely they play them. Yeah.
Like Wraith King
Willow
is
just
real
seems to
good.
be top tiers in terms of opening double picks.
Unless you want to take something away from them because of this Venge. Maybe the Venge gives you a little bit of scare that they're going to pick something like the Terrorblade. I really like the Venge Terrorblade combo. I thought it was super strong.
And Tiny is still in the pool.
And Tiny is still in the pool.
And that is another hero that we've seen just really go off.
Yeah, so we'll see what prioritization IG wants to do. I'm looking at their games. They do play the Wraith King and the Willow, and they do respond with
I think
it.
you take it then.
But they lost with it. That's the thing.
I mean,
It could throw them.
It's
They're
still
taking a
so
lot
good.
of time. Let's see.
yeah.
turn.
There
Wraith
it is.
King.
And
Okay. Wraith King Pug.
they did this one as well yesterday. They also lost with that one, but
Oh, Prophet with the Venge, very nice. A lot of push.
we don't know where the Prophet is, right? It's
probably
more
mind
likely
control.
mind control, but
Yeah.
we've seen Miracle play it more in the past.
We have seen a
Recently.
Miracle Prophet.
In the
We have
recent
seen
past.
Miracle Prophet be a thing, yeah.
He's been playing it a bunch. The opening Brood ban, that cracks me up still, but
10 seconds remaining.
so someone told you that Wraith King was going to be the most picked hero at
5
TI.
seconds
But I mean, I know everyone told me that.
When we got here,
Invictus game.
everyone's like Wraith King Venge every game.
Yeah, I mean, they were right. They were, yeah, there's no surprise. I mean, it did make so you guys, you talk to the pros, you know us now.
Yeah, it does
They've
make
been
sense.
playing it behind closed doors, and now we're seeing it out in the open.
And that's what
every
happened
game.
when, this is one of the first, I mean, not the first yet, but one of the first times they've had such a long time of scrimming versus each other, because they've all been here.
I mean, the real question, if you want to be smart, is Wraith King and Venge going to be top tier right up until the grand finals of TI, or are we going to see one of these heroes or both of these heroes sort of fall out of favor as the tournament goes on? Or do you think they are that good? They are just going to always be good in this tournament.
I don't know.
Because we
Things
see
happen.
big changes during a TI.
Things really do happen
Yeah,
at the main stage where
yeah.
people, they go back to like,
Yeah.
very comfortable. You're just like, all right, we're picking Void, we're picking Enigma, we're picking
So-
Teamfight, I think Wraith King and Avenge still, they do add quite a lot to the table.
Yeah.
Wraith King's it's a pretty straightforward hero, right?
Yeah, you can play it if you're an idiot.
Jesus.
That's what you're saying.
I'm just saying, I mean, you're a hero that, like your job, right?
Yeah.
You're kind of just this frontliner. You jump in, you stun.
Now you got 2 skills.
Now you've got 2 abilities,
You do have
but-
2 abilities, so maybe a little advanced for some people.
Okay, fair.
Some of the old sort of Skeleton King mains have been put out of a role, and that extra ability was added.
5 seconds remaining.
Let's have a look. 4th ban from IG. What do they want to take away from this Prophet strat? I always see that Prophet and Venge, and I'm like, are you not at least a little worried about a Drow?
I think you should probably be a bit
little
scared.
Yeah.
Look at the Clinks, where's Clinks been today? Now I'm thinking about it. We didn't have any Clinks earlier.
No.
It wasn't even
in the
banned.
first series. No,
It wasn't even banned or
didn't see
anything.
that little bony face at all.
So they did, yeah, they took out Nyx, they have Pugna, of course. They even have Wraith King, so yeah, Nyx.
Invictus Gaming.
Enchantress was also left this far. Oh my.
A little bit of a strange ban because the Prophet is in there. I know, as you said, you know, it's not
Can play
necessarily mind controls Prophet, but yeah, interested that that's scared of sort of that offlaner that they take it away, even though there's the chance that the offlane's already been revealed by Liquid.
And they even have the Pugna too, which is traditionally one of the better
Yeah.
heroes in the mid game versus Enchantress.
10 seconds
IG.
remaining.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong team. There we go.
5 seconds remaining.
CM is in the pool. That's one of the
I
big
still
ones,
like
right?
CM.
CM
I
looks
still
pretty
like
sweet.
CM.
Works well with these heroes. Is Willow still in the pool? No, they banned it.
Oh,
Sorry.
it was banned by
Team
Liquid.
Liquid's turn to pick.
Oh.
Okay.
I've not seen him at all yet. I don't know if has
I'll
that been
tell
any
you.
of the
I can
games?
tell you, I can tell you.
Has that been picked yet? This
I
TI?
have the list open still, so let's do a. There has been one.
There's one game.
One game
I've only seen
yesterday.
it once. And the Tusk is in for IG.
I didn't see that one coming.
So that's a pretty nifty hero for catching the Nature's Prophet,
Yeah.
closing the gap, getting on top of him.
5 seconds remaining.
Huh.
Also just getting in the face of Liquid's heroes. So I still think it's a solid game if they want to do a drow. Dude, if
On Liquid, yeah.
if Liquid want to be really liquidy, get drow and Huskar.
Drow and yeah.
Drow and
I was
Huskar.
thinking they might Huskar anyway, just because I saw Pugna and I'm like, yeah, they're probably gonna Huskar just because there's a Pugna.
Yeah. Let's get a drow, get a Huskar.
They like their Venom.
Let's see how dirty they want to go.
Invictus Gaming's turn.
There's the
okay.
Clinks. Sorry,
So
that's
she
what we were.
said.
Yeah, we were waiting for that.
Wow.
So Clinks with Venge, very nice. That is a lot of physical damage coming if that's the lane, right? Wave of Terror plus Clinks right clicks with the Searing Arrows. Definitely starts to add up. Their team fight is not strong right now on the side of Liquid, though. IG's isn't. I mean, IG's is a bit better.
It's all about pick off
Pugna.
and push, yeah.
Yeah, Pugna still
Liquid's-
gives you a good chunk of team fight
5
anyway.
seconds
Decrep's always going to be relevant for Clinks.
Turn to
Take the Necro as well.
All right. All right. Yeah,
How's this-
Pugna
how's-
can be very nice.
Let's see how that hero's been doing. I don't feel like I've seen that hero winning it the most. Okay, it's split. It's 50-50. So it's a 55% win rate at the moment on the Necro.
The question is if you do want to get someone with a bit of save. They do still have that second supports, we'd imagine, to come
10
through.
seconds
They have the Tusk.
Oh, no, I mean for Liquid,
Liquid,
to
Liquid.
save against the Reaper side. If they want him, you know, to, anything like a Bane or a Shadow Demon, anything like that.
Oracle works too, but yeah, I don't think we'll
Yeah.
see Oracle.
Yeah, because I feel like Kuro's probably most likely to play the Venge, right? And GH will play more of a playmaker.
GH played the Venge
GH been-
yesterday,
Oh, okay.
at least in one of the games that we saw. That's the one we saw, and they lost. That was the one they had the Omni and the Venge and the Huskar. It wasn't the...
Invictus
greatest.
Gaming's turn.
Oh.
That's been banned versus them a lot, and they've got this pushing lineup coming
Yeah,
already.
Gem, Prophet, and Venge. I mean, I think even the Clinks, of course, hitting towers. It is a lot of push.
It's always going to have the Clinks of... I mean, now, of course, the Death Pact lasts a lot longer, but you're going to have Chen Creeps there, too. You can need the Chen Creeps in some
I
situations.
mean, and to the point where do you think they could still just finish with a Huskar?
Maybe they could, yeah.
It's not bad here, right? I mean,
No.
what sort of kills the Huskar in IG's lineup?
Not a whole lot.
Liquid's turn to bat.
And, I mean, this...
An Invoker?
Has-
That's surprising, I find.
How's Kuro's Chen doing here? I know it's been banned a lot of the games, so he did play it once, and they did win.
I mean, I guess Invoker would you know, cause work sort of great against sort of the Pugna, Necrophos, the Wraith King and such, but it feels like an unlikely pick still. Because sure, situationally, you could sort of make an argument for here, but are Liquid likely to... I mean, I know that they have obviously a fantastic
It's
Invoker
probably maybe because of the
Miracle,
Chen. I think maybe because of the Chen,
but that's the setup that...
just like for them to have that early pressure, which allows the hero.
So
Because that's what they
DK
did
ban.
with it yesterday. They picked the Invoker after
But they
having
lost with
Chen.
it, didn't they?
No, they won.
Oh, they did win that game.
Oh, it's such a push lineup.
It's such a push lineup.
Yep.
Visage, Prophet, Chen, all the summons. Do they have a way to kill him, IG?
There's...
I mean, they got blast.
Uh-oh.
You think this is going to be a little too much for IG? The push
I think they might just get run over. Like, okay, you're going to see, like, it's going to hit that moment, that timing, right? Where you get the Dominator, you get the Medallion. You might lose, maybe in the laning phase, like the Visage might be low level, but you hit that timing and things get crazy. Crazy fast-paced. And I don't see wave clear on IG. They've got the Pugna Blast and the Tusk Nuke, but the other heroes, like Necro, you walk up way too close.
And with this as well, it looks like IG's what left their second support as their last pick. All right? Pugna, Wraith King, Necro, your 3 cores.
Yeah, get some coddle,
So-
right? Keep it light.
Whoa. Okay, so I
Wait.
guess this is going to be like either a support Pugna or a support Wraith King.
Or both.
So support Wraith King.
No,
No,
it's, okay,
sorry.
Tusk Pugna.
Okay. Tusk Pugna.
So, Wraith
And
King
an
off lane.
XXS Alchemist.
XXS Alchemy.
Is he going to get away with playing out this game?
Isn't this like they
He's
went?
going to get run over, isn't he?
They went greed versus push. They went very greedy versus
Yeah.
a super push lineup. I'm scared.
The
I'm a little bit scared.
Alchemist.
But they do have. He can give Aghanims to everybody, and there's some
yeah,
nice
yeah.
Aghanims here. We've got a Necro Ag, we got a Wraithing Ags, we got a Pugna. Pugna's is probably not. Tusk Ags. You know, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I think well, you give the Ags to the Wraith King first, right? Or or do you give it to Necro?
Necro.
Dude, but the Wraith King Ags is pretty legit.
It is also pretty legit as well. I mean, if he,
if he gets
well,
to
he needs to
Ags.
get to the point. He needs to get his
Oh.
Radiance. He needs to get his Manta, but he still
Yeah.
needs armor because there's a lot of minus armor on this team. So that's the problem with the Alchemist that I see is that
Isn't he just going to get
the physical
constantly
damage-
ganked at the start by like the Chen?
that could also, but the physical damage also. Even if he does get the Radiance, this hero has very low armor. Look, Venge, Clinks, Visage. Visage will build toward that Medallion Solar Crest. Venge already has the built-in minus armor.
Let's have a look. This is going to be an interesting one. IG with the XXS Alchemist.
Huh. I like that they have an Alchemist pick that works really well with their synergizing of their heroes, but picking it into this full push lineup, I thought could be concerning. But let's see if they're able to do it. IG did not put. They weren't the ones that actually picked the Alchemist. All right, that yesterday, and they've got very little wave clear. So,
Oh my goodness, and yeah, level 14 Prophet.
all right. Well, let's see how this one plays out.
Let's have a look. Can IG pull it together here against Liquid? And Liquid with the full-on push strat.
For battle.
If they get ahead, they could be ending this game around the 20-minute mark.
Kuroki just, Miracle's running out to the lane fast, and Kuro just sends him home. Okay. Well, they're still having some fun, clearly. So that's good. And we've got mind control on Prophet.
Yeah.
So take notes, Bulldog people in the chat, take notes.
Well, would you say the best Prophet in the world?
Best Prophet in the world?
Best
I actually think Bulldog is so good at Nature's Prophet too, though. So I don't know. I mean, it has to be mind control. Bulldog is probably up there, though. He's really, really good with the treants. Sorry, Donger.
Let's have a look at how well MC can do this game.
So we've got this dual pressure lane, Wraith King Pugna,
30 seconds to battle.
trying to run down Matumba. They could get lots of kills on Matumba in the laning phase, depending on how Kuroki plays. See what they can abuse on this Visage. Mid lane, Miracle should be able to get some nice free farm.
Yeah.
He can't really pressure the Alchemist too far out unless he gets rotations over. I guess the one thing is like XSS has to maybe be a little careful of some Furion TPs maybe, but he's got the Coiling Blade always right off the bat.
Got him. See who can grab this rune. Oh, Matumba doesn't get it. Does get sent back though. Kuro worried about sort of the amount of damage he was taking there, so Matumba man will regen up in the fountain.
That's kind of cool, right? They go for the send back into walk-in grab bounty. He didn't get it, so IG will claim 3. But there you saw the power already. The Pugna and the Wraith King, Visage and Chen they can't hold up for this unless some mistake happens. And Q looks like he's waiting for a courier snap in mid.
I'm interested to see if Miracle does get the courier sent out that early.
Oh. GH and Mind Control actually forced Aggressive to TP to the Tier 1 tower. They just stood in front of the creep wave with Treants and Avenge.
And this is, yeah, really so that Arash you're talking about with Avenge. Wave of Terror, plus just getting Treants and right clicks on Aggressive. It's going to hurt on these early levels. It's constantly spamming that Wave of Terror, GH. such a low mana cost. 25 mana.
Yeah, 25 mana, 60 damage. It's crazy efficient. Oh, oh. Did they block the camp? So they did body block, it looks like, again, on the bottom side. So we see Kuroki trying to look for a creep. We'll find the netter.
Yeah, he's got it. We'll see where he makes a move with the Dark Trail Summoner. Then CS, as you see, Miracle 7 for 2. Slight edge at the moment against XXS. Once that acid spray does start to get leveled up, it is going to be harder. He thinks to stand his ground.
Should still do pretty good. He's going to get free farm on the clinks.
Okay. And Kuroki's heading over to Wildsmith, but XXS salves up in the trees.
This is the key. To actually make sure that you can put the actual pressure on Alchemist rather than him just spray down constantly and keep Miracle kind of low. But Kuro knows he can't go for this kill. Matama Man's still getting some last hits down here, and he was kind of alone.
He's doing okay.
Yeah, level 3 as well. And a hasted Kuro.
And not having too much trouble at all finding the farm, despite this Wraith King Pugna lane. With SRF and Baboka coming out.
Top lane's the big win for Liquid. 11 and 7 on the Nature's Prophet. I think some of those, of course, have been Treant and Eyes, but...
Sure. But every time, you know, Aggressor sort of tries to get close to the lane, GH is there with the threat of the Wave of Terror Magic Missile.
Yeah, I mean, they've got this dual-ranged high damage between the two of them on Liquid, while on IG, it's a Tusk, melee hero. Not the easiest. SRF.
Won't quite be able to find him, and Kuroki does lose his Troll Summoner.
Skeletons finish it off.
And then Miracle, down to his last tango, and will be forced to skill the Skeleton Walk there. Did have it prepared. In fact, that little cheeky skill of it.
He's gonna go for it?
Oh, that was very nice. I think he...
Wow.
Oh, and wastes a salve as well. Miracle with that outplay. I think he was holding on to that level 4 point. As soon as he sees Concoction being used, bam, levels it up and outplays him with the Skeleton Walk. That was neat. Neat little plays like that, getting him first blood and the solo kill.
And XXS probably took the stun a level, because he thought that he could get an opportunity there.
Because as we sort of were saying, you know, you sort of see a 2-3-0, you don't expect the Clinks to have Skeleton Walk that early on.
That was sick.
But Miracle saved the point.
That was so good.
Normally.
Top lane. Right click setting that up a bit too much. GH has this Fairy Fire as well as Wand Charges too, trying to bait them in. Matu is still farming really well down bottom.
You feel like in this lane he should have suffered a lot more.
I do feel so. I feel like they need to, I mean, they have to put pressure on Visage. As soon as Visage hits 6, that lane becomes a huge problem for IG.
Oh, top lane. They can make a go onto Q. They had the Magic Missile. Mind Control's got the stick charges. They'll just turn and beat him down. Mind Control gets the kill.
These two heroes have very good stack game between them. The Avenge as well as the Furion. They have some of the best stack game across all three as well. The Strength, the Agi, and the Int.
And the spawn lane, as we saw, the sort of great thing obviously about having the Chen, you know, Matuma Man got a little low, gets sent back, TP's back to the lane, he's back up to full and ready to continue to soak up the glory of this bottom lane. Yeah. Now with the good levels, you know, Mind Control, he can get those phase boots out to him. Just keeping control of this lane is going to be even easier for the two of them. Just the power of having that first pick bench.
And now with the last like 60 seconds or so, if they wanted to try to get on Matu, like you said, he got sent home, but also there was a tornado being sent, and it's up again. So that's gonna stop them from trying to be aggressive onto this Visage.
Matu's got the straight ring of hell, so he's got that extra sustain. Top lane, GH, to try and go for that bounty rune. And they've got the Sprout to hold back aggressive and Q. Same time, indeed, Baboka being chased by the army of Kuroki. Mind Control trying to turn his attention towards aggressive. GH, on the man.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but Baboka went for a point in Nether Ward instead of the decrypt that we tend to see. But we don't really see too much support Pogna anyway.
No. Yeah, certainly played in a very different capacity to how we're used to. And something that, I mean, I feel, what's sort of the downsides of support Pugna? Because you're right, we don't see it.
You don't get your levels.
Yeah.
It's the same as like most of those heroes that you want to get your early level 6. Your stacking's really weak, you're very squishy, you don't have a stun. So as support, you can be a bit limited. It's similar to like with the Zeus support, right? Where you do tons of damage, but So it looks like with the first siege wave, they're trying to apply some pressure onto this tier 1 tower mid for Liquid. Meanwhile, BO2 just stays down bottom, getting closer and closer toward that Dominator.
And this is a lot of damage early on onto this tier 1 mid, as you say. 6 minutes in and it's nearly gone.
Yeah, they've got the glyph available too.
Not going to make it go on to Miracle. They go in with the snowball, the charge. I don't think they've got detection. No, it doesn't look like they do, and that's going to be the tower down. KuroKy gets the last touch upon it. That's 3 heroes coming mid. They didn't have detection. Miracle gets to walk out absolutely free.
They don't really have the Tusk is their only ganking hero too. Like Pugner doesn't go make ganks. Very difficult for you. And now Aggressive getting bullied by Mind Control with the Treants while the rotation happened.
Man, it's halfway through his level 5 towards that 6. Certainly not sort of the slow start for Liquid that IG were going to hope they'd be able to enforce on them. Mind Control, as you say, it's the dream start for him.
Yep. Bottom.
42 and 17.
They look like they're trying to go for Matumbaman here. We'll get able to finish him this time.
Finally being able to put an end to him on this bottom lane does take them to 3 heroes. That rotation from Q.
I do feel like ideally IG, they really wanted that to happen earlier. They wanted to be able to do that at least once or twice before this 7-minute mark, because this is it's still almost level 6.
Top lane Mind Control, trying to go with the outplay on Aggressive, but Aggressive does, of course, have the Ghost Shroud, pops a salve during it. It's that insane amount of health regen. Bottom lane, the dive, happening onto GH. GH should go down, the snowball comes in and he will drop. Look at the kill on GH, Miracle coming in from the side, just looks to see if he can find some pick-offs off the back of this. Trying to get in position to find someone, but SRF is already healing up.
And SRF is also 6, holding that skill point for the Reincarnate.
Miracle unable to find that kill yet. I mean, they can maybe try for SRF twice if he goes too far down. They do still have Kuro and Matumbaman here.
He is pushed very far now.
They'll try for it. Take him down the once, yes. Can they do it a second time? Should have a pretty good chance to do so. They got the slow from Matumbaman, but there's the Decrepit Fine. Nice play from BO2. Decrepit Fine Netherward puts any chance of Liquid getting that kill.
Looks like he should have been okay just with the regular TP anyway, because they don't have any disable there just yet. They didn't have the Centaur or the Visage level 6.
Top lane looks to try and compile in onto Aggressive. Q's there with backup. They still have Snowball. It's GH and Mind Control. Be careful about how they poke at this. Just trying to get some damage onto this tower at half health at the moment, 8.5 minutes in.
XXX has gotten a lot of space though for Miracle moving around. 1800 toward that Radiance, top of the net worth. And I do believe it was at least a 2-for-2 bounty exchange in the last time too, so always benefiting XXS. So Visage, level 6, Dominator finished. A much more threatening presence now.
Spawn him. So with that, now I'm ready to push him. Fortification coming out. SRF still 2 minutes without that Reincarnate, so just be a little careful. Mid lane Miracle trying to get in position to set up onto Q. A quick snowball. They still have a shards if there's any way of playing his way out of there, but there isn't. The damage is too high. Miracle finds the solo pickoff.
Miracle getting all small items so far. Treads, Aquila, Soul Ring, even getting a wand now brought out to him. So he wants to be the one making active moves around the map and just being that presence.
On bottom lane, trying to go for SRF whilst he's still without the Reincarnate. They've got the stun control from Kuro's army. TPs are coming through though. Q turns to the fight as well as Aggressive. As SRF, can he get away? Soul Assumption Unit, not a lot. SRF will live. They'll turn with a Reaper's Scythe kill. It brings down KuroKy after the Reaper's Scythe, but he's still down. Matumbaman will manage to make it away. So, reactions from IG, keeping SRF safe. Haven't we got to kill BO2? He's ended up pretty deep on his own here. As GH and Mind Control on a bit of a wild goose chase. They do manage to trap him up in the Sprout. And will find BO2 at least. So a trade, support for support.
He accepted his death. He bought the dust and he's like, all right, at least I spent my gold. And they are making time. Time for their Alchemist, who pretty much has, it's pretty close to relevant now.
He's making good time on him. We'll see on the net worth how it sits at the moment. And indeed, he's a step ahead with that maxed out Grievel's Greed. He's going to find that Radiance a good time.
They've only lost one tower so far, too. but that's gonna increase right now. Well, Liquid sets up for top with both Furion as well as Visage.
Bottom lane. The collapsing past the tower onto GH, who's alone. SRF aggressive and cute. Find another now.
They can get this tower for themselves with the Pugna here.
Mid lane.
Oh wow, that mid tower was that low actually.
That's a tier 2 tower gone at 11 minutes, Miracle finds.
I guess XXS has been jungling quite a bit, so...
He's been keeping away from the lane.
Yeah.
Which is sure it's cost him his tower, but it has, as Bruce said, meant that he has been able to farm very well, undisturbed, and go pick up the relic.
It's like some of these few heroes that actually benefit from farming jungle that heavily. Like the Alchemist, the Medusa, Shadow Fiend, these heroes that can just clear it or get bonus gold so fast. But now top tier 2, very quickly brought down, as we were mentioning. As soon as they get the Dominator on the Visage, they get the 6, that's when they start looking to go for the Siege. And they're actually pinging the high ground.
Why
Liquid
not?
wants to go
We know
push.
how good their push is.
There's no Radiant still for XXS, so can they breach this? They force reactions.
See Miracle. Hunting for action towards the mid. XXS does have the Chemical Rage on at the moment. Not really the target they want to go for. Yeah, looks like the push will be slowed down by IG. Liquid starting to disperse. Miracle heading down towards bottom. Sees a tier 1 tower still for the taking.
You see that happen like a good amount of times. People just, you see a 5-man push coming, they 3 people TP and then, all right, good, that's our job done. Go push out bottom, go for a Roche. As soon as they reset, there's still no Radiance.
I'm excited. Mind Control, he's just stockpiling the gold. He had the drums queued up, but can you think of anything crazy that he could be like, well, I'm just going to buy this instead with this amount of money I've got? Anything big, like a big wombo item that he could just pull out?
Yeah, I've seen him buy mech before.
I've seen him buy mech, I've seen him buy Meteor Hammer. He's still saving that money. Is he going to get the Deso for the team? Looks like no, Klinks is getting the Deso, so unlikely that he'll do that himself.
It's just going to be Orchid.
Okay, he goes to the Orchid instead of the drums.
It looks like he was deciding.
Yeah. With that amount of gold, he's going to be very close to having it. Not quite there. It is going to be a quick one. Talking about quick ones, that is the Radiant Stun for XXS.
Liquid knows that they don't want to take this to the later stages, though. They don't want this to get too much further. So with that Aegis, they're looking to breach fully now. Now this is not a, we're going to poke and force reaction. This is a, we're going to commit. IG has to start setting up. They kill the birds.
They're in on Matumba. The swap for GH keeps Matumba man safe. They should be able to keep him out of there as well as Mind Control puts down a Sprout and holds back IG. They're still wanting to push him. Miracle starting to hit onto the tower. Just get caught out by the shards. They've got the stun though from the Familiars onto both Aggressive and SRF. Aggressive gets the Ghost Shroud off the heal as well. SRF is still alive. They get a Reaper Sight. Bam! That's going to be Miracle down for 50 seconds. XXS with the stun ready. Throws it down onto Mind Control. They're chasing down Matumba, taking the Aegis out of the hands of the Visage. Mind Control sprouts himself in, but they've got the vision from the Sigil. Mind Control cannot escape. They've lost 3 on Liquid. GH getting surrounded by the creeps. He could be in trouble as well as IG turn their attention towards the Venge and find him. Only Matumba man able to get out as IG will hold. And this is only going to get scarier for Liquid if they continue to fail pushes into this Radiance Alchemist. This game's going to get harder and harder.
The Necro barely died as well. What ended up killing him was the double tornado from Kuroki from the Chen, but also the Vengeance Aura. That Vengeance Aura actually turned and killed him off. But IG hold successfully.
It was an Aegis push as well. The
Yeah.
tier 3 tower is still alive.
Matu lost his birds at the start. Have to go for that resummon. Now this is scary. They need to get their lanes back out. Get a situation where they can actually go for those big pushes again. They are a very reliant pushing lineup still on Liquid. This is not a good moment for them, not able to get even the tier 3. If they got the tier 3 and lost a couple heroes, then they can at least get some shrines, get some more gold going their way, but getting halted quite heavily by IG. Well, it looks like, okay, so it's 1 Blade Mail. I saw SRF had 1 queued up. He's gone for the blink though.
So you say, when are you expecting the Aethiacs to sort of come out of the Aethiac? Not for a long time. You don't...
No.
No, it is going to be sort of just still go for the 6th slot and then...
maybe not full 6, but at least like
Yeah.
3 or 4 items. He's gone for the blink too, so they want to jump on top of Liquid, get that initiation going with both the Wraithing and the Alchemist at the same time before Liquid's ready for it. Because you've seen them, like, they prepare to go for that siege. If they can just jump in and start the fight, then it might catch Liquid off guard again.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Momentum up. Can pick up that full solar crest. She's the
Yep.
chance to desolate to done on Miracle.
Yep.
And Orchid on mind control. So starting to hit these items that are not only going to just help them with the push, but also help them just find the kills in these fights, which has sort of been the struggle, as we saw in that last attempt of pushing high ground.
Has he finished the Solar Crest? Okay, yeah. Because they have the Medallion and the Solar Crest, so that
Oh, okay,
massive,
so you have
massive
different
negation.
instances.
Yeah.
Radiant's
Oh,
bottom
aggressive.
tower is
Very far up right now. Looking extremely dead.
He's got the blade mount. And they can certainly wait that out and hold him down throughout it. As aggressive, indeed. Just a little too far out on that top lane.
Almost able to get the Reaper on GH. Probably, it would have been close. He would have probably lived though. Now they continue. It's time. Set up the push again. They've got a couple more items though, like you're mentioning. They got Medallion, Solar Crest, Desolator. And the Orchid finished up on the Nature's Prophet as well.
Correct. We'll look to start to build the auras up. It's got the pipe queued up.
Yeah, they want to get a big kill before they go for it. Miracle also didn't have the Desolator delivered either. I thought he actually picked it up in time, but...
And now he's got it, but yeah, as you say, just has to run a little way over to his team.
They want to get some control over this bottom area because they haven't gotten any of these bottom the bottom 2 towers, and they have they just have no vision here at all. This is IG's territory, and that's the best place for an Alchemist to farm. Mind control, going for a kill on Baboka top. Does not pop because the stick charges back off in base.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures
Miracle
are
should be able to duck back in and finish this tier 1 tower. More money in for the team at Liquid. They, of course, themselves at the moment only have lost the one tier 1 tower. IG.
Smoke. They've got those blink daggers we were talking about to try to catch Liquid off guard. Miracle.
There's the jump. With the red fire blast, they've got the dust, they've got it. Miracle gone for a minute. Quick, clean initiation and takedown from IG. Mind control, of course, instantly in with the push. Knows that the full team of IG is down bottom. Wants to look to try and force them back.
This game for Liquid's very important about just lane control. Keeping those lanes always pushed in onto IG's side of the map. So when they do get those kills, yeah, they're going to farm a lot, but it doesn't lead to anything huge. GH was able to get a sneaky, or they were able to get a sneaky ward down during this as well. GH is stalking on top of Aggressive right now, who looks like he might be what they're looking for.
The swap. Into the stun, holding him down during his Ghost Shroud. He's got the Orchid out from mind control. Aggressive is popped instantly. 40 seconds.
We're going to find out about Roche in about a minute and a half.
Next success pretty much with the full Manta. So now the problem for Liquid comes in the sense that IG are really going to be able to keep up that pushback going on multiple lanes.
Yeah. He still is pretty squishy though.
Yeah,
It's only,
if they can find him.
Still only 9 armor. And they've got, like we said, the Solar Crest, the Medallion, the Venge Terror. So many ways to pierce through that, and the Desolator. How are we doing toward BKB? So Miracle is going to be going for that next. Same thing with Mind Control. So that's probably their next, the big timings is next Roche, BKBs. Maybe Matumba Man has an AC at the same time too, conveniently. But they've also even got the Spirit Vessel on GH. So if the Alchemist doesn't have the Manta up, they can't throw that on top of him too. But IG looking to play around their vision bottom. They had sights of the Venge.
Let's see what they get here. SRF and XXS ready with those blinks. Wrapping around towards me. Chemical Rage is out. Stable Concoction starting to be built up. Who's he going to look for the jump on? He'll find Miracle. Does get him, but they don't have detection on the front line. So Miracle will be swapped to the side. Does comes out, but Miracle's already out of there.
3-man Bridge Stomp.
Second Concoction coming out as they'll look towards Matumba Man. Raid Fire Blast into the stun. They'll head in. Child Q actually just melts it to Miracle's damage. Look at the Reaper Scythe out onto Matumba Man, which will bring him down. Now for 70, again, those stuns from the army of Kuro. Kuro keeps himself alive with the stick charge, the familiar stuns from Matuma-man, holding down this Alchemist. Another concoction comes out, though, on top of Miracle. Miracle stick charges isn't enough to save him. It's not. Miracle will fall. Magic missile onto SRF. The Decrepit fight, buying him some time. He's trying to walk his way out of there, but he'll pop. They've lost 3 on IG. XXS still on the retreat. Matuma-man seeing if he can quite chase down the Alchemist. The buyback from SRF as the Rat was coming into play. Mind control.
Almost
was pushing heavily top. Does nearly find that melee racks. Walking to Baboka. Out with the silence.
He'll take that one.
Yeah, maybe able to just pick up a free kill on the way out, and he does. So mind
And
control.
now Q. Oh, Q just TP'd right into them.
No, he did.
He really did.
Oh, he did. Q. And XXS, he says they want to fight. The buybacks are going to come out. They want to go for this, but the familiar stuns coming out from Matuma-man. It's going to mean they can find Q. Matuma-man will fall, though. He's down a second time. That is a dieback. Q was right. As GH has gone as well, Q giving his life there to keep the fight going for IG.
Well, worth it.
Absolutely.
He got all his teammates back up in time there to get on him. These concoctions.
Oh,
Cooldown.
Look at it go. You'd think he had an Arcane Rune and an Octarine Core. He doesn't. That's just a spell with the talent, boys.
It's just always up.
It's pretty crazy. How many stuns did we see there?
I don't know. I think like 6, 7.
I had another one to that. What's after 7? 9.
Himself.
Oh my goodness.
What a back and forth game of non-stop fighting, though.
I mean, IG are going to be so happy with this. As we said, the fact that this all-in push that Liquid went for, IG are managing to falter it.
How many buybacks was it total? It was 2 from both sides, or was it 3 from one side?
Now we'll look here.
I see 2 from both sides.
From both sides.
Okay.
And as we saw, Matuma-man did instantly die a second time.
He did.
So, all in all, some hot stuff here from IG. XXS, as expected, storming ahead on this Alchemist, 19k net worth.
Yeah.
Exactly where he wants to be.
Does he have the plate million? Oh my god, he's got like the full Shivas now. So that armor we were talking about that was the problem, no longer going to be. And it didn't really seem like the problem. He was in the front lines anyway.
Oh yeah, XXS was just straight in. Stun after stun after stun. And yeah, as you said, with the Shiva's Guard on top of the Radiance, lots of great ways to sort of clean out the army of Liquid summons that they're bringing in every time.
Oh, yeah, full Shivas now.
Roshan's up.
They can just keep looking to fight now on IG. The Rosh will die too fast for them to react, so they're going to have to play into an Aegis Cheese.
XXS. Does he want to look to go? Pop the Shiva's Guard. They've got the concoction. It's going to be GH caught out in front. That's one down.
Matu gets caught in the shard.
Oh, that shard! Beautiful. He makes himself a nice little igloo there, Q. Trapping Matuma-man in. And that's the Aegis gone. They'll surround him. They're not ready to let him go anywhere. As another concoction's out and ready and bound with the Reaper's Scythe. Matuma-man dead for 75.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
For the barracks. Split push coming out from the mind control treants.
Yep. And he was pretty close to getting that melee Rex during all that last situation. So if he had gotten it, that would have been super worth it for Liquid. But IG claiming the advantage now, even though the range Rex will die eventually to those birds.
At this point, it really is the route that they've got to be most worried about, IG. Oh, SRF. Can't really do this on his own.
No. So it looks like it's going to be Octarine next, and then we'll probably just see those.
Oh, I hope he gets it
past
for the
that.
Wraith King nice and early. I want to see some Aghanim's Wraith King action.
You got to give it to aggressive, right? It's
You
so
got to give it
good at
SRF,
Necro.
dude. Oh, the swap. GH, the stun as well, onto Q. Q falling low to the Spirit Vessel. That's going to be Q buying some time with the Snowball. It's the punch, but he'll still fall. Q's dead. SRF looking for GH in response. XXS jumps in with the concoction and we'll get it.
And now he's got the concoction damage.
Oh,
The fun.
that's right. All of those were before the plus 400.
Yeah.
Oh, max damage. 800 nuke on an 8-second cooldown. Also stuns for 4 seconds, by the way. Wow.
Lovely.
My goodness. It's pretty crazy to see.
Look at that. SRF, as the offlane Wraith King, actually takes the strength talent.
He doesn't like the skeletons.
Not the skeleton
He doesn't
damage.
like the skeletons.
My thrift
A
reward.
little too spooky for him.
So BKB now on Miracle. We saw My Control's BKB revealed down bottom too. They've got 2 of those. And they still have, I believe, the cheese, right, on Matuma-man? Yeah. So they still kind of have that, but IG They've got a 24,000 net worth Alchemist
Oh, he's big.
who's about to have Octarine finished.
I mean, was it last TI when this was like XXS's hero? Was that last year? He used to play a lot of
Wasn't he
Alchemist.
offlane?
Oh, he was it last year, wasn't he?
XXS was offlane, yeah.
Yeah, right. Maybe it was during this season. There's definitely been a LAN where XXS Alchemist was absolutely a thing, I swear. He's definitely one of the OG Alchemist pickers. He's going for AC next. And then hopefully after that AC, that's when the Ags come out.
Oh, he switched. He switched from Octarine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dire's
More
top
armor
shrine
to deal with
is
all that.
under
Minus, I mean,
yeah,
Liquid is all minus
When
armor.
you have AC and Shivas, you are... I mean, against this lineup, as we've been saying as well, that's pretty much all physical.
Yep. Just stack it up.
You're feeling very beefy.
Yeah, 39 now on the Salk. Uh-oh.
Oh, he's not going for the Ags.
He's going
He's
for the
all about
Abyssal,
himself. He's very selfish. To get in the Abyssal.
Wouldn't you be? He's playing really well, right?
I mean, he's playing fantastic. I mean, he doesn't need his team. We've seen him. He just goes in, stuns everybody. With the concoctions. He doesn't need backup.
I mean, I think in particular they want the Bashers and the
Yeah.
Abyssals just for the Clinks. It's like the best way to deal with the Clinks is having
He
that.
doesn't stun people enough. He wants to stun them even more.
Yeah. Because then he can do a concoction into Abyssal, into another concoction. There you go.
It just doesn't stop. But Timmerman himself also very close to having an AC for the team. He's the rest of the money for the Hyperstone.
Level 14 on the Visage this game. Even the support Pugna is above him. Level 15. Same thing with GH, level 15.
We'll check that out so we can see it.
Been getting punished a lot. They're focus firing him so much in the situations. Mind Control has queued up the Bloodthorn and pretty much has it done. Can buy it if he wants to.
Get the Shrine bottom. As well as the Tier 2.
Both teams just setting up similar pushes.
Radiant's top tower is falling.
It's Miracle. Goes BKB into the Hex. That's his Clink's build of choice.
I think most Clinks tend to build the Hex after
sure.
getting like a damage item or so. So I've seen a bunch of Maelstroms, we've seen a few Desos. Cool. I think we saw one Medallion. Like you said, this is what they have to watch out for. The Miracle already positioned. $1,000 damage on it, no problem.
He's down to the trees, straight away with the TP.
The glyph is still available. He did get 1,000 damage on it, but they held the glyph.
Boca still pushing, putting pressure on that top lane. And, willing to see TP out as soon as he senses anything coming in.
He's got the perfect items now on the Pugna. He's got the the Aether Lens, of course, from earlier, and then the Glimmer Cape to protect him.
I guess that's a nice thing as well at this stage of him pushing lanes like that. He's not a core, so if he does die, it's not really the end of the world. And he can do a lot of pushing on his own, because at the end of the day, he still has the Nether Blast. Doesn't matter what he's got.
Yep. Matu hits 15, so 40% experience. We were saying how he is under-leveled. That'll help him at least catch back up. Even though it is already 30 minutes in the game, and IG are feeling pretty comfortable. Even though, you're with an Alchemist, you're not really keeping that big advantage you want. The 3 cores on the side of Liquid are a good amount over the Necro as well as the Wraith King.
True, it's...
Until the Aghanim starts coming out.
As you say, you look at XXS on the board and it's like, he's in a great place, but the fact, the overall team difference in net worth is even. It's not great for the Alchemist.
Yeah. I mean, Aggressive's been afraid because of those situations that happen like top, where he goes out just a bit too far and will die to the Nature's Prophet TP just plus the Clinks. They've now given, of course, the gem to Aggressive to protect him. As they still do play around XXS, though. They're going to think there's some vision around here. It was just a Clink standing there for that Nature's Prophet ulti to bounce onto Q.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Ping over here as well, maybe suspecting the Obs ward could have been on the other side of the route. Lane, Miracle. Just have to be careful. It's a Necro. Getting closer. gem at the moment on SRF.
Oh, doesn't get the man to dodge. Stuns himself.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
As the split push continues. Mind Control going for a Hex next as well, so they will be able to get 2 Hexes soon on both Miracle as well as Mind Control. But yeah, the farm is really being absorbed mostly by IG's Alchemist on their team. The other two, yeah, not really getting much. But Boka's also started to take a bit too. That's why you saw the Wraith King like stop farming for quite a while.
Still not the Ags. He wants that BKB next as well.
Oh, he switched from the Basher, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he switched away from the Basher. Stuns himself again, doesn't matter to dodge it. Come on.
BKB,
IG's
understandable with that. But he's seeing those hexes come into play.
Yeah.
He needs to have that BKB before the fight. I mean, he doesn't fight with Zeus. We will see if it does invest. Yeah, he does. So he does get the BKB.
He saw the blink. Okay.
Okay.
They already have they've got the Wraith King with
yeah,
it,
they've got other ways to set up. That they do have the
Aggressive
Tusk
also.
as well.
Yep.
The Shard, the Snowball to get in, but
he just wants to just run in and allow his other guys to do
Sure.
everything too. Like Wraith King's gonna duel first, then Alchemist is just gonna charge in, and that'll give aggressive the position to sit in the backlines with this Blink 4 stuff and get the Reaper. They can't stop him. Like Bob's BKB, he's just gonna run right through. Can never really think that you're the tankiest hero ever though, because they do have ways to go through with all this minus armor anyway, even if he is doubled down on Shiva's and AC.
looking for a fight here. XXS and SRF. SRF, the one looking for the initiation, jumps in. Finds the raid fire. GH is there with the swap. Will mean that he took the concoction. That's going to mean that both of them get caught out by it. Reaper Scythe comes down onto GH. Get the kill.
Matoma turned around and walked back in and got hit by the concoction AoE.
Success thinking about going in onto Kuroki. Will force out the buyback from GH.
They're looking to start a fight while Mind Control split pushes his bottom. Oh, and they didn't take the gem actually. All right, GH is happy about that one.
Miracle finds SRF. Finds them once. Does get the Blade Mail off before the Hex comes into play, but Miracle continue to hit on. They've got the Bloodthorn, they've got the trap with the Sprout. They'll take SRF down, and that's the gem.
Oh, they
got the gem.
Aggressive must have just passed off that
He
gem.
gave it to it earlier. He gave it to him earlier. Because
Okay.
SRF had it earlier mid.
Okay.
So it looked like, because he was the one jumping in and starting the fights. So they wanted it so they could obviously find the Raid Fire Blast onto Miracle.
Liquid's just trying to split them up. Every time they make a reactionary play, they're trying to catch off the people that go back and look at this match. It is... What?
Probably the quickest Roche I've seen at the 30-minute mark in
That
quite
might
some time.
be one of the fastest Roche I've ever seen die.
Oh, poor Roche. Well, at least the pain was quick.
Yeah. Jesus. I'm checking how much minus armor really quick. It's a lot.
Full Hex done for Mind Control, so that secondary Hex in play. They've
like-
got a lot of lockdown.
It's like 29 minus armor plus penitence, so... Yeah. And they have Avenge Aura.
Here we go. There's those Aghanims.
He's got to start building it.
He's going to start building them now.
Alrighty. He's super farm, but are we still looking at the Wraith King as well as the Necron? They're 11k net worth.
Oh,
Their net worth has not moved.
They needed Aghanims. They need 2 Aghanims. He did have the Abyssal queued up. I'm sure that was his team shouting at him.
He keeps.
Come on! Give us an Ags. Summerman trying to start things, but XXS with the BKB looks towards Matsumaman, gets the stun out. Matsumaman, he's got the Aegis. He's going to be back from round 2. Miracle on the Starlink and then Hex out onto Q. Trying to keep himself like Q actually being decrepified. Buys him some time. He's still alive now. Finally pops the Bloodthorn Soul Burn. Look towards XXS, he's able to Manta. Gets swapped back by GH. The Reaper Scythe coming out onto Kuro. Won't be enough to kill him. The Sprout controlling SRF. SRF still has to reincarnate. Ready for round 2. XXS looks to go back into the Acid Spray down, getting stunned up by the Familiars. He's trying to get Concoction out. Can he get it out in time? He can. With the Concoction out, he gets the double kill. Miracle on the side trying to bring down SRF, but the Blade Mail's out and Miracle's got to back up. Boka looking for Miracle. Miracle has been dusted, but he's got the movement speed to get out. Back towards the middle lane. Mind Control is going to be able to sprout himself and TP back to safety. Q did have to buy back for that one, but it is going to mean another one fight for IG.
It was looking great for Liquid, too. They used the resummon on the birds, and then they all just took... I don't know. I guess the Alchemist just did 1,000,000 damage when he threw the concoction on them and just ran on them.
Yeah,
because it looked like Liquid was going to win the fight until I just saw one concoction fly out and catch Kuro and Matu, because the Reaper Sight didn't do anything. There's so much stuff to click on. I was trying to make sure that Klink's also still had Death Pact. I didn't see if it wore out toward the end of it. I think he had it for the majority of the fight.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Who's getting those acronyms? You think he's aggressive first? Should be aggressive. Give it to the Wraith King axe is so good.
Oh, Q.
Oh. Get the T-Ward. Oh, coming towards a Miracle. Oh, Q could be in trouble. There he is. X and a couple of hits from Miracle. He's gone.
XXS just boarded down here.
Is under attack.
Does have the Arcane Rune, though, so 20 seconds that Boots Travel will be back up, and they can just back off anyway. Get themselves a tower denied, too.
Success. Yeah, he's not quite got money for Aghanims and buyback, so maybe wanting to play it safe. Of course, not too far away from having money for both.
GH has been kind of quiet in the fights, but he's still getting a lot, almost level 20. So that's when they get the Vengeance aura damage, and he's almost got his own BKB too. So he's gonna be able to stand his ground and at least amplify his team's damage potential in the fights always.
SRF
went back for
back for the Vanguard.
Back for the Vanguard, because I guess he wants the Abyssal eventually. All right, let's see who gets it. What do you think, Owen? I still say Necro.
I say Wraith King.
Okay, let's see.
Go on, give it to SRF. He's your boy. He's your boy.
Right.
There we have it.
Yeah, you called the Zeus earlier,
I'm
too.
telling you. And then the Zeus was awful. Now I've called the Aghanims Wraith King, and the Aghanims Wraith King could be useless.
No,
but it's
Aghanims
great.
Wraith King is really, really good.
I'm telling you. It's sleeper OP.
I believe in it. I believe in it. It's 7 seconds delayed. You turn into a Wraith.
7 seconds.
Oh, it's 7, right?
Yeah, 7 seconds.
Yeah, 7.
7 seconds.
I'll give you it. I do love Wraith King Aghanims. Like I've been raving about it for like 4 supports and offlaners. But let's see what it does. Yeah, I guess even even if aggressive like dies, he can still like Reaper Sight. Like, in theory, it is pretty damn good.
It's the BKB from Miracle. He's on the retreat, gets swapped up by GH. GH will fall. They're still seeing if they can chase him, but Miracle should be fine with the movement speed. Gets himself away.
Liquid still has the 1K gold advantage.
It's been a very close game in terms of team net worth throughout.
Matumba Man has it level 20, so faster familiars. Also the Aghanims finish, so triple familiars. Any level 25s coming out just yet? Not just yet, but looking at hero levels, it's Alchemist level 24, and then it's 4 of the Liquid heroes with 22, 21, 20, 19. The 19 is the same with the other heroes on the side of IG, but...
Top lane, they found Miracle. He's not got BKB for 20 seconds. He comes out, he's caught out, and that's going to be a Reaper's side kill. He's got 430 seconds. He does not have buyback.
He's 200 short. We have bounty runes coming up in 20 seconds. They could look to claim bounties to give him buyback.
Well, they get 2 bounties, he's got enough money.
2 bounties should be enough.
Top tower has fallen.
Oh boy.
Doesn't look like they're going to breach high ground just yet. They were kind of indecisive. Now they've turned around. XXS has Boots of Travel available too.
Will they know that he hasn't got buyback? I mean, as you say, it's so much on the verge. Right, there's the 40 minutes. As you say, they need 2 bounty runes. If you're Miracle right now, you're screaming at your team to pick up those bounties. But no one's going for them. They're losing their base.
I think they're accepting that Rax might just die, and they're going to look to just push out the side lanes.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
Yeah, they haven't gone for the bounties at all. Now they kind of are.
There we go.
Okay, my control's starting to get them now.
He still needs that other one. But as you say, I guess they're just sacking this top lane.
Yep.
I mean, GH does...
Oh, they want XXS. He gets the BKB off, though. He sees my control on the low ground.
XXS playing around on his own down bottom. Fortification comes out. IG. Surely they want to stand their ground and finish this one off. SRS back in. Gets decrepified. Turns with a stun. He's going to be popped once, but they get the melee racks. They get what they came for. They blink out. They're not going to push their luck any further. They'll play it safe. IG get the melee racks.
That could have been a chance where they get XXS bottom. Thing is, when Mind Control poured it on low ground, so he saw him for a second, gets the BKB off. Because if he gets Hexed, Bloodthorn, they might have the damage with Matumba Man.
Got it.
Hard to determine when it's a 40 armor Alchemist, you know.
And once again, a very rich one. 9k gold. He's got money for...
Oh, 9k?
Yeah, he's got money for Ags and buyback. So if he wants to give an Ags to somebody else, I'd agree. Aggressive, I think, is definitely next on the list.
It's gotta be Necro, right? He's gonna give it to Tusk. I agree. He's gonna give it to Tusk to boot people away. 5k gold advantage, though, now for IG. Having Miracle dead
So, yeah.
gave him quite an opportunity. Oh.
Yeah, Ags
I
on
see
the way.
Aghanims, yep.
It's
Aghanims
got,
coming out.
it's got to be aggressive.
It's got to be aggressive, yeah.
It's got to be aggressive. I don't know, really just, it depends who your best mate is.
It's pretty
It's
true.
what it's about.
He's like, aggressive. You're only level 19. You're the same level as Baboka.
And there we go. And wait, there we go. And there we go.
Okay. Well, at least we knew which ones it was going to. I think that was pretty obvious, though.
Yeah.
Bottom shroud has fallen.
And obviously, this game is 42 minutes.
It's a lot about the Roshans anyway, still.
Yeah.
Like, IG, they've been able to take a lot of these fights even versus it, but you see Liquid, they're just poised around this, waiting for it to spawn.
I mean, they take it so quick. IG literally have to be there before
And
Roshan spawns to have a chance of contesting it.
It's an instant
It's just
spawn.
gone every time. IG. They find Miracle. No, he gets the BKB off in time. Has been slowed by the punch. He gets the Hex down. The Reaper's side is going to hold him down in place, and he gets swapped up for high ground away from the fight. In fact, GH trying to save him. It's going to mean that GH is in trouble. GH will fall. Matuma Man now being focused as well by SRF. He's trapped in the shards. Matuma Man cannot escape as a second dies on Liquid. Jump forward from Baboka. He's got eyes on Mind Control and Kuroki. Kuroki stunned up by the concoction. Another kill here for IG. Is XXS now godlike?
They can't breach through the tankiness of this front
Miracle.
line.
He's going straight in. Straight in for the push, straight in for the rat. Same thing for Mind
Both
Control.
of them. And look at the birds. The birds are going toward top racks as well. All three racks trying to besiege.
Mind Control. Oh, he's found Q. He's got the Hex and the Bloodthorn. Q is going to be saved by the Decrepify. Now with the Life Drain as well, Q's fine. He turns. Snowball, saved from Baboka, allows IG to get the kill on Mind Control, but the top racks go down.
They actually went to all three lanes there. Familiar's top, Klink's mid, Nature's Prophet bottom.
I mean, it could win them the game. If they can keep rounding like this, sure. They lose a painful team fight. They may lose GH as well here. As IG, I don't think anyone on IG died there, did they?
No.
IG.
There's a clutch save by Baboka.
A single casualty.
Do you have the Dota plus? What's the prediction?
I do, but
Do you have it? You
I
don't
don't
know
know.
the hotkey.
I'm
Okay.
worried to press the hotkey
It's
because I
fine,
think
don't.
I'll pause the game.
Miracle has the BKB.
He's out.
Goes for the TP after Hex and Q, so there will not be a punch. Nice. Nicely done.
It was close. That was a close one.
SRF is pretty far out right now.
Oh. Okay.
Gets swapped in deeper as
Oh,
well.
he needs help, and he needs it now. Aggressive's there. I don't think. Oh, the Decrepify again, Baboka. Look at the play man up with the Hex, the heal, Baboka. Trying to save, and the Glimmer Cape as well, Baboka. SRF gets the blink out, he's fine. Baboka.
Oh my, the sentry went down late. Kuro had he had Obza queued up, you know, like when you're supporting, you have to switch to the sentry. He didn't have it in time. Baboka again.
It's clutch little saves. I mean, that was the Wraith King. Swap back beneath a tier 3 town. He gets out, thanks to Baboka.
Yeah.
At all. They're in position to take Roche.
They've got a DD on the out too, so they actually kill it at a faster pace. Liquid make it in time. It's 5,000 life.
Over.
GH scouts it,
They know what's up.
but it looks dead.
They can't do it. IG's going. Oh, GH!
Is he going forward for it?
He's trying for it.
He's
GH,
back.
can he do it? The Raider get the kill, but SRF gets the Aegis. GH dies, and so does immediately Mind Control.
And I think Mind Control got the refresher shard, but used it instantly.
Oh.
Now Kuroki's being chased. Matumba gets sent home.
Kuroki should fall. Mind Control buying back. We're watching for the Rat Boys, don't you worry. We got Miracle pushing mid. SRF still hot in the chase for Kuro. Here's Mind Control. He's ready to rat-a-tat-tat it down bottom, and Miracle's in on mid. He's going to get Decrepify, pops the BKB, not messing around. Wants to get that tier 3 tag. He's back it up. TP's coming in. Reaper side holds him down. The BKB's out. He's got the invis, but the dust is there. Punched up, thrown up into the air. Miracle surrounded. He'll get the Hex out, but it's not enough to save him. He's gone. IG keeping control of their base and keep the defense good despite the best rat attempts from Liquid. Tier 3 tower on the bottom falling low, and Tier 3 mid is also low as well. Mind Control did have to buy back for that route attempt.
Whew. All right, Fight rate cap is not showing everything. I see the refresher shard usage, of course, because I think Mind Control misclicked. He was just trying to panic click things.
I think slammed his hand against the cable.
Yeah, you said SRF has Aegis, and I guess I didn't see. It didn't say on the fight recap if cheese was used either.
SRF's got a cheese in his backpack at the moment.
Okay.
So I imagine that. Probably, I think that must have been the one from that one.
Because usually, like, fight recap shows whenever they use it. So.
Yeah. Well,
Mind
push
Control
to come through.
Continuing to do this. Gets the tower claimed. The back door is kicked in, though. And IG knocking on the front door now. Another 9,000 gold on XSS.
They don't want to buy back on Miracle. But they're going to have to. They don't want to afford losing a second Rax. They've been forced into this by IG. XSS, stand up by the Familiars. Can they get Miracle into the fight to do the damage that he wants to? Fortification pop by Liquid and IG. They'll respect it. They'll back off. Side lanes, of course, being pushed in. The Treants down bottom from Mind Control.
I think it's pretty rare to see. We only have one level 25 still in this game. They're all about to hit them soon, though.
That third Aghanim Scepter at the moment coming out from XXS. We'll go the way of the Pugna, you'd imagine.
Yeah, probably.
Not the Tusk. As much as, you know, Q's been doing some cute little plays.
So has Baboka.
So has Baboka.
He's 6'2" and 24 on the support Pugna. Gotta give him credit.
That's pretty impressive. Yeah, jeez. Good
Miracle
lad.
steps up.
Oh, he bought back for this.
He's gone. 100 seconds.
Oh, no. He's out of it.
They set the trap.
IG know it.
He just gets caught trying to get some information for his team.
Mind Control's got to route harder than he ever has before.
He's trying.
He's trying.
The TPs are pretty back.
Doesn't really have the right click build for sort of routing, so it's not as quick as it could be. But he's drawing their attention away from mid. See mid as well. SRF being gone on, gets swapped back. They have managed to sort of take them apart. Mind Control gets able to get the BKB and the TP out. Back towards mid, SRF. He's going to go down a second time, but he's got the Aegis. He's ready to fight once more. Killing the Liquid's army surrounding them. Hex comes down, SRF. He's gone.
The axe.
Wraith. The Axe Wraith. He's got 7 seconds of glory to fight from the grave. Aggressive. Reaper's side. Won't get the kill on Matuma Man, but the right clicks will. Matuma Man does have buyback. XXS charging down Kuro. Another concoction. The Sprout from Mind Control keeping Kuro safe. Matuma Man buys back. Aggressive. Shroud 25 seconds until he has the Reaper side back up again. But the mid racks will get cleaned up. IG. The second melee racks and the range racks mid. Those head straight towards bottom. Still 30 seconds without Miracle. Could have been more painful. Aggressive didn't get the kill with the Reaper side, so Liquid are going to be fortunate in that sense. It's not the extended death timer for Miracle. He is back in less than 20. Mid lane. The Treants. The little weird...
They can't do it.
Anemone
It's
things.
backdoor for now still. The top is pushing in though, and now Mind Control will be able to go for the backdoor. But their bottom racks.
Success. He's going to get stunned. He's going to get swapped back. XXS. He's going to get forced down. He's got the grab fight again for both. With the save. Reaper's sight. Down onto Kuroki. Kuroki's still alive for now. He's trying to get back. He's got buyback available and he'll get straight back in. GH with the BKB. Mind Control sprouts down as XXS controlling it, but XXS has the BKB. Trying to get the concoction out and Zombie can't. Miracle with his own BKB. The damage isn't enough. The punch slowing down. Miracle turns with a Hex. There's going to be buybacks from both Baboka and Aggressive. Looking to get back in the concoction. Onto Miracle down for 90 seconds. IG back onto the racks. The live train forcing back Kuroki. Then got the control. XXS. The Mantra's down with the familiar stuns. Holding him down again. Baboka. The Glimmer King. They don't see him. They've got the detection down. The Sentry Ward is enough for the Solar Subs to come in, but the buyback's there. He's ready to TP straight back into the fight. XXS Q trying to go in onto Kuroki. GH Wave of Terror. Sprout from Mind Control. Holds Q down. He's out. He's got 7 seconds with that rave time. He's not using it. He doesn't know the axe, but it doesn't matter because there's 3 dead on Liquid. None with buyback available, only Mind Control left in the game. He's trying for the all-in tier 4 push.
He's trying his
He
best.
brought a refresher up so he could get up here in time.
Kuro buys boots of travel.
He's all going in. The tier 4s, can they really push faster than IG's lineup? Maybe they can. They've taken 1 tier 4. TPs are going to have to come back. Liquid are forcing IG back to defend. Mind Control, BKB, the pop. They pop Baboka. Mind Control versus Aggressive. He's trying to find that tier 4 tower. Has to be careful. Meanwhile, back at base. The Brax, the Ancient is in trouble. They're all dead on Liquid. IG are onto the Ancient.
Oh my.
And GG is called. IG will take game 1 against Team Liquid. And in fantastic style as well. The XXS Alchemist ruling the game.
He played so well on the
And I sort of asked at the start, you know, Baboka support Pugner. We don't see it. It can be hard to do. Absolutely nailed it. 8-4 and 29 on the support Pugner.
The saves, just the clutch saves coming in from either the decreps, the force staffs as well. Someone kept force staffing everybody out, and I'm pretty sure that was aggressive. So he was playing this Necrophos that just got fantastic saves over and over again with his teammates. And dude, they're so tanky, right? In the fights, even though there's this much minus armor, the sustain starts to come out. Even with everyone getting, like, they just kept bouncing between, like, low health and then high health over and over again because of this Alchemist.
And no surprises, yeah. Look at XXS's numbers there. Of course, smashing one of the predictions as, you know, what was it, 1,000 GPM plus at the highest? He got 1,100 GPM.
I think most people did the 1,000 plus.
Yeah,
though, right?
you got it when there's Alks in the game, as we can see, they're absolutely smashing it there. 1,100 GPM.
I was still pretty surprised how Liquid was able to keep it going for so long, right? After getting halted over and over again, trying to go for those base push, they kept splitting up IG to kind of react to their split push, and then they'd get some pickoffs, but IG overall still looked very strong with XXS on this Alchemist.
They did.
That was
something definitely to be worried about, I feel, if you're a team going up against IG in the future. You've got to be wary of that outpick. It was a 5th pick.
Yeah.
Comes into the game, and a game as well, as you said, for the whole game. You know, SRF, I mean, the rest of the team, all the cores, they were so far behind in comparison to that of Liquids. It was only XXS that was miles ahead.
Yeah.
The other cores, they were right down there.
Look at how surprising this other one is. Let's look at GH's damage done in the game, too. I think that's pretty significantly high for a Venge support.
I mean, I think a lot of this is the aura,
30K,
right?
yeah.
With the Death Aura.
The Death Aura just non-stop wave of terror spam as well, clipping on multiple heroes. But IG looks like IG's looking solid, man. They've got good game plans coming
They've had some rough games, but this draft really worked out. I think it's sort of them playing just their own style of Dota. Having the support Pugner, having the XXS Alchemist, and the Tuskers. We don't see this hero a lot.
Yeah.
At least we've only seen it once in these first 2 days. Did lose the game the other day, but today it was definitely successful. Here we have some of the highlights.
This was
some fantastic moments in this game.
The first attempt at Siege, 4-4, by the way, at 14 minutes. They're trying to push for this high ground.
Because this was the point where you lose this fight as IG, Liquid could have won the game.
Yeah,
like this was what Liquid had drafted for and was certainly playing for.
Some great shards throughout this entire game, too, from Q. He kept landing really clutch ones, trapping multiple
And I think it really was that XXS, if XXS didn't have the Radiance there, maybe they wouldn't quite have had the damage to sort of take the fight as it was, but this was the first showing up with the Radiance. It would have been so much more easier if Liquid were able to make that push happen before the Radiance was there, but XXS, he had a fantastic time to start with, and we saw sort of the sacrifice he made mid. They lost what the tier 2 tower like at the 13-minute mark because he just didn't go anywhere near the lane. He knew sort of the importance on him just getting the Radiance. It didn't matter if they lost towers early, as long as he was safely hitting neutrals in the jungle, wasn't getting ganked, and could get that Radiance before Liquid went for that first early high ground push.
Yeah, he prioritized heavily on just doing the triangle, the dire triangle area, farming that to get the Grievous gold stacks up. Yeah, it was impressive. And this like the last, like I want to say, like last 6 minutes or so was the unstable concoction show. Right here we see it again.
Oh yeah,
too.
this was the
just
fight.
Over and over and over again. You even there you go. You see the mouse go over. You're just like, yep, it's up again, and again. So gets several kills, kind of snowballing his team back into it after what looks like Liquid could have gone for a push. This was the big fight for me.
Because it could have gone Liquid's way. This was when Matoma Man had the Aegis.
Yeah. Like, it was looking pretty good for Liquid. Q lives a lot longer than he should because he gets into the tree lines.
And the Decrepify fight.
The Decrep again.
So many times, Baboka there saving heroes with the Decrepify fight.
Yeah. And look at the disengage, too. XXX gets away, full heals, comes back in, gets swapped, stuns somebody else, gets just over and over
on the side,
off.
And indeed, yeah, straight back in towards the mid. Matuma Man and Kuro nice and close together.
That's where they both,
bam, getting the stun out in time.
And look at, I mean, Baboka also in that entire fight, just sitting on the top right, getting blast after blast after blast after decrep.
As we say, he literally just dying 4 times in this game.
Impressive.
Incredibly impressive, especially and again with there are heroes. You know, Mike Control had a very early Orchid.
Yeah.
But Baboka able to keep himself well hidden, and yeah, XXS played a fantastic Alchemist, and it wasn't a very, sure, at the start it was passive, but it was passive to the right point. There was that part of the game where he gets that blink early. He's obviously sold it later down that line, but that sort of gives him that power spike where he hits those 2 talents with the Unstable Concoction cooldown time and the Unstable Concoction extra damage, where he can just really go off.
Yeah,
and getting those kills just accelerates his farm sort of to the same amount as if he was just being passive, but obviously just does so much more for his team because of how active a role he's playing with the Alchemist.
Yeah, I like that they went for like that double blink dagger.
Yeah.
Of course, the Wraith King, but then having the Alchemist with it too, they were able to just like they got that kill on Miracle while Liquid's setting up for a big push because of the unexpectedness from it.
All in all, a fantastic show from both teams, as we have said, because Liquid, despite not necessarily being able to get away with the game at the start as they would hope to, they certainly were able to put up a fight, drawing this game out towards that 15-minute mark.
They definitely made it real fun.
Yeah.
With the split pushing mechanics and everything from Mind Control as well as from Miracle, trying to do whatever they could to keep this game going. Even buying like the last item refresher, trying to do whatever they can to win the game, even though inevitably this one looks pretty rough at the end here now.
And almost sort of keeping on its edge, but sort of the split resources there as IG as well, just knowing to send back aggressive, something to slow down this. Get those last two remaining members of Liquid so that the finish was there and open for the taking.
I like that they were able to go for this type of greed, right? They went for the greed with this Alchemist versus this heavy push lineup and made it work.
They really, really did. Well, there we have it. So another game in the bag here on this stream. It's exciting to see what's going to be happening in of course, game 2. I mean, do Liquid sort of go all in on this draft? Do you think maybe that it was sort of a draft in the sense they felt that maybe IG hadn't been playing too fantastic recently, so they could get away with this? Would they necessarily try this against a team that they thought would be very strong?
It seemed mostly they were able to still take some fights though, right?
Sure.
Even as it progressed after they stopped the
It did scale.
push.
It scaled all right.
I think they just thought that they were going to be able to really breach before the
they wanted
came
to.
out.
Yeah,
they thought it was a big thing.
Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. We have another game between these two titans, Liquid versus IG. Game 2 will be right around the corner in a few minutes. We'll see you then. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to some more Dota 2 here at the TI 2018 group stages. We're here with Game 2 now of Liquid versus IG after quite an exciting Game 1 indeed. We had Liquid go pretty much all in with a 5-man push strat. They got close to making it work. It didn't quite work out in the sort of 20-minute mark that they wanted to do it by, and
Invictus
ended up going a lot later. It was 50 minutes, but they put up a fight.
It was
and
exciting.
Alchemist took it all.
Yeah. I was really impressed with IG's support play. I know like we raved about XXS and Baboka had some amazing saves and all that, but like Baboka and Q were all over the place this game. They were setting up everything, saving people left and right with 4 staffs. I didn't really see that many snowball saves, to be honest, but
No, not a lot of snowball
a lot of
saves.
decrep saves. And then Aggressive's, I actually thought Aggressive's best plays in this game, he ended up like pretty good, but were the 4-staff plays. His Reaper Scythe overall, he didn't actually have the most successful ones until the late game.
It was mainly using the Reaper Scythe to not really get the kill, just set up for kills, really.
Yeah.
I feel like there was way more Reaper Scythes used that resulted in a kill, but didn't actually get the kill themselves.
Yeah.
Which is fine. You know, it's a very strong and reliable lockdown through Magic Immunity, so it's
Yeah.
nice for that.
Sure. So, we're not going to have the same game.
Remaining.
We got a Wraith King and a Pugna band. Liquid.
I mean, I think a
Given
team
respect.
that can play the Pugna and support and core, you take that hero away. They're far too flexible with it, IG. You don't want to let them have it. Liquid get the Venge. As you sort of said for the scoreboard, this hero does a lot. A
Does
lot of
so much
damage.
Yeah. Very
It's a
strong.
very valuable first pick. And a pick that can fit into a whole variety of different draft and play styles. They don't necessarily have to go for the full 5-man push. The Venge is still going to be great.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I was burning the win
5
percentage up
seconds
again from all the
remaining.
heroes. Venge is actually at a 42% with 19 picks, so it's getting picked a lot. But not as successful as some others. The whopping one is actually, look at this one. I mean, this is not referenced in this game, but Mirana has a 74% win rate across almost 20 matches. That's crazy.
What's the Pugna's win rate like at the moment?
Pugna, let's see how Pugna's doing. Pugna is not good,
Not
actually.
good. Well, that was the only game he's won.
No, that's not counting the one that just happened. It's probably,
okay.
it's like a like
Are you sure?
18% win rate, yeah.
Okay. So he's won 2 games.
Won 2 games. I
Won
think.
2 games.
Maybe it's a little bit higher then. So it should be like a 20-something% win rate, but
Invictus Gaming.
Tiny.
Tiny's left this time.
It's in, they'll take it.
And Phoenix. Okay. That is a quite an adjust. Damn, IG is really just switching it up from yesterday, just wanting to go for. I mean, they did play the Wraith King Pugna yesterday, but this one they haven't looked at all. They haven't played the Phoenix in any of their games. They had one tiny game.
I mean, Willow's still there.
Willow is still there.
If we want to just grab a Willow.
10 seconds remaining.
And I mean, maybe they do go for a similar sort of lineup to last time because that lineup would have killed an egg pretty quick.
That is a Mirana.
There's what we're talking about in terms of killing an egg pretty quick.
Yep.
And Mirana.
One of the best.
And as you were just saying as well, fantastic win rate. This hero's great.
And throw Venge on top. Mirana actually hits. I mean, Mirana hits pretty decently now because the attack speed you get from Leap, but throwing that Vengeance aura, you hit really, really hard. Especially versus these two. Well, these two heroes are 0 armor at the start of the game. They started tiny builds up, of course, but.
And 3 respect bans. A 3rd hero ban by Liquid that was played last game.
All right. Really making IG play completely different stuff. I like seeing Phoenix a lot, actually. How's that hero doing? That hero's doing really well. 67% win rate in 9 games.
This hero is
5 seconds
fantastic.
I love how little things can just make a hero so relevant, right? It was just like, all right, we're going to add 10 damage on Fire Spirits. And everybody's like, oh, Phoenix!
Turn to ban.
And then they nerfed the talent, but still, Phoenix.
Oh,
Excuse me.
IG. Are you sort of worried about similar heroes as last game, like the Prophet? Again, it's a couple of rem. Maybe you do want to take away that drow.
I like the Ursa ban. I mean, Ursa great versus Phoenix and the Tiny.
5 seconds remaining.
You're thinking the Drow ban?
I'm still thinking, I mean, it's just the way Liquid like to play. I wouldn't be surprised if they do go for a similar sort of overall lineup as last game. Prophet is still there. Visage is still there. I don't think it was bad play from Matuma Man. I think he played very well last game.
He played overall pretty well. He did the initial push. He stacked the familiars on top of himself, and he got them killed by concoction. That's really important in like the first push because that was the most important push of the game for them.
Turn to pick.
Enchantress.
And she gets left. Enchantress, one of those also dominant heroes currently. Don't even think I have to look too far up the win rate thing. Yep, there she is. 80% win rate in 9 games. Good hero. They do have ways to kill her though right now. Like the Mirana and the Venge, they do pack a punch. If they can chain stun her. They can 100 to 0 quite easily.
And what does this mean as well for the Tiny? Are we going to see what a safe lane Tiny?
I mean, we did see a 4 Tiny today too.
But then we have a 5
Oh
Phoenix?
yeah, more than likely not. Yeah. I mean, we have seen 5 Phoenix. Right? 5 plays 5 Phoenix all the time.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I mean, we still just don't know is pretty much what I was getting at. We probably gonna still be a core, probably mid or safe, but. Liquid. The last time, this was the Clinks that they picked here.
I already feel there's still temptation to get the Visage again. Some setup for arrows. And it helps with a bit of burst to kill Enchantress. Soul Assumption and a couple of Mirana nukes should do the job.
They banned Pugna. Necro's still in the pool, but because these 2 heroes can 100 to 0 Enchantress, but you want things that can still lane. I don't know if you want that Mirana in the lane.
Sure.
What's the lane
the
first
lane
Enchantress?
situation.
Yeah. So taking quite a lot of time here thinking about it. They have to be thinking along something like that. Could just be. I mean, I guess it could just be Trout, but. I'm trying to think of the support. Crystal Maiden is still in the pool.
Still there.
If they want to go for that as their 5. I wonder what Kuroki's going to play, actually.
Invictus Gaming's turn.
Oh, they're just going to do the Bane Mirana setup. Okay. So that's a way to kill the Enchantress if they can get the sleep. As long as you 100 to 0 Enchantress, you can get the kill. If you don't 100 to 0 and she gets the heal off, yeah, it's a big grip.
Yeah.
Okay. They actually go for the Bane.
RG.
IG's got a lot of Phoenix already. They have a good team fight, but Mirana should, in theory, for the most part, kill the egg by herself.
I want to see some Void action, some Void Phoenix. Catch the edge again. They do have sort of the swap, which is a little annoying. Why do you want to play a safe lane Void?
IG's really switched. They've switched their draft so much from this tournament already. It's only been like 5, 6 games that they've played or whatever, but
yeah,
the hero pool that they've shown has been very large. Do they want to still take a Willow? Even if they have the Phoenix?
Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Oh my goodness!
Earth Spirit.
Baboka, we
forgot about it.
I don't think I've casted this hero in like a year.
We forgot about it.
Like literally, this hero has been one of the deadest heroes over the DPC. It feels for a long time.
It's been picked a bunch though.
Oh, here?
It's been picked at least 3 times here.
Okay.
And it's been picked 3 times here, exactly.
Before TI, as I say, I swear no tournament people were playing this hero.
Nope. I will bring up the. Okay, let's see. So
Yeah.
VP or Secret played it. Yep, sort of definitely.
Yep.
Fnatic played it. Makes sense. And EG played it. So this, the Earth Spirit players. We got DJ, Crit, and then Yapsor.
Okay.
Okay. It's Baboka.
I
too,
mean, it is very nice against heroes like Mirana and Bane. You get a silence and a stun, these heroes are going to die. Get on top of them. So nice against the Bane. It makes his job very hard in terms of sitting back, throwing out Enfeebles, Nightmares, and Fiend's Grips.
He's great at causing chaos in the fight, too.
Yeah.
With a Phoenix, that's like the ideal. You just run in, start the fight, and you're going to be doing it great.
One of the old ways of playing against an Earth Spirit in the game, I feel.
All right, Lifestealer.
The Lifestealer in.
The Rage also can be pretty decent versus the Enchantress to just eat through. Can be, in a way.
Yeah, oh yeah. Could be great against the Enchantress. Could
Good
be
versus
great
Phoenix.
against the Egg.
Yep. You can just go through all the spells and just hit the Egg.
And obviously fantastic against Tiny. It's a good. I mean, it's great against all 4 heroes.
That's a good pick. And
it is a good pick.
Let's see how Lifestealer's doing. I definitely saw one and it lost yesterday.
But so now the question is.
All right. Matu Lifestealer probably, right?
Is he going to be... Because what's going to be the vessel for the Lifestealer? Like,
Does he really? Do you think he needs one?
I guess not. They've got enough sort of stuns.
We still don't know the last pick.
Yeah.
This could be my control playing the Mirana still. Could be a mid Mirana still.
Team Liquid's turn.
So they think it is a mind
IG
control.
still giving respect to the Invoker. That's twice both games. They've got Bane, they've got Mirana, they've got Venge. Those are Sunstrike setups. That's a good ban.
Yeah.
Matu, by the way, is my favorite. Matu and Ramses are my two favorite Lifestealer players. Still to this
For
day.
sure, yeah.
They are absurd on that hero. Somehow they always just get so farmed, and even when their team is feeding, they end up being that rock for their team.
So do you think it is most likely to be Miracle Mirana? Or do you think it is more likely to be Mind Control Mirana? They get something else for Miracle.
I think my control Mirana.
Yeah. What could we see from Miracle this
Because then
game?
they can put pressure on the lane. The like Venge plus Mirana, the Wave of Terror, then Mirana can hit more. They ban
And the XXS out. Some respect there.
I have a little funny story quick before I pick about Liquid. This was at Starladder in China, I think it was, or one of the Chinese tournaments. Liquid was doing a gauge of what hero was the worst in Dota at the moment, and Alchemist was at the top of the list, and then they lost to Vici, playing Paparazzi, I think, playing the Alchemist or something, and they were just like, that just happened. So they have respect for that, and they do take a Lina.
Miracle Lina. Yeah, the burst, the magical burst, that's going to be ever so nice against heroes like the Enchantress.
Fiery Soul versus Phoenix and Enchantress as well.
And IG, what are we going to finish with? So, expecting it to be what XXS's hero.
5 seconds.
Probably going to be safe lane Tiny, off lane Enchantress.
With the Lina pick, yeah.
What are we getting for the mid?
Is it just the TA?
Is it just the TA?
That's the obvious one because the Lina's picked. What else for XXS? Let's think.
Anything else unorthodox that he plays mid?
I don't know about unorthodox, but he's
Anything
played.
crazy?
I think Medusa or Dragon Knight could be the other ones.
It's just the TA.
It's the obvious.
Anytime there's a Lina,
You're versus a Lifestealer too.
you get the TA.
Alright, you're versus Lifestealer as well.
All right.
Okay.
We've got ourselves a draft here, ladies and gentlemen. Game 2 between Liquid and IG. What are we feeling overall? I thought IG did play... I think a lot of IG's good plays last game was on the fact that XS has sort of kept them in the game, so because they don't sort of have that out, I feel like you probably favor Liquid going into this match with the lineup that Liquid have. I think that the Lifestealer is, as you said, Matuma Man, one of the best Lifestealers in the world, and it is, obviously the TA is pretty nice, but other than that, it's a good game for the Lifestealer.
Yeah. Looks like a really good game for the Lifestealer overall. The supports on the side of IG, I would say, are a good chunk weaker. At level, like at the laning phase, right? Like Earth Spirit, Phoenix compared to Venge, Bane, these two heroes. Venge and Bane, just stat-heavy powerhouses. But Phoenix and Earth Spirit give much more team fight once they get that level 6, of course.
And between sort of the Lifestealer, the Lina, and the burst of the offlane Mind Control, Mirana, it feels like SRF, when the fights kick off, he's got to be careful.
Yeah.
Like he can be very vulnerable in these team fights, the Enchantress. There's a lot of ways Liquid do have to just get on top and kill him.
I think a lot in this one will come down to the lane pressure.
Yeah.
Like if somehow Tiny does okay bottom versus like the Venge Mirana pressure, if they're able to secure his farm, get an early blink, he can start looking for kills early on Miracle, on the Lina, because 4 of the heroes are squishy. Like Lina, Mirana, I guess Bane and Venge are kind of tanky, so we won't say those are squishy ones, but the two cores, the other two can get punished a bit if an early blink comes out onto aggressive.
Well, let's check it out, ladies and gentlemen. This is game 2 of IG versus Liquid. IG, of course, taking game 1.
Ah. They're turning the Bane Lifestealer, and they're actually getting the matchup they want. They're putting it versus the Tiny. That's probably going to have to get changed. Aggressive really will suffer quite a bit versus these two. He still has the bit of a range advantage to get last hits with the tree, but
Now, they do have that early obs ward down here, Bonus. IG will get some good information when Liquid show it in terms of the lanes that are going to be coming out from Liquid. Liquid keeping themselves to the high ground for now.
oh man, I clicked on GH too. GH has 8 tangos.
He's ready to get in and punch.
Who else bought some? Let's see. So he bought 3 sets. And they get the D-ward immediately.
Right on the edge of the sentry as well. Very nicely placed there by GH.
He blocks his own hard camp for that because they're playing versus the Enchantress. So he wants to block the hard camp because they're running the Mirana. And if the Enchantress has the creep, he can tank the arrow if they do line up the stuns. So they see the Venge and the Mirana bottom, and you immediately see SRF running toward top, so he can lane versus the life stealer.
Because of the fact that they've forced this move from IG, looks like Liquid will be able to secure themselves 3 of the bounty runes.
Yep.
So obviously, as you say, IG just favouring trying to force the matchups that they want.
Yep. Still, like the Earth Spirit and Phoenix, like we said, these heroes can be weak in laning phase. Phoenix got a bit buffed, so if you can sit back and get your Fire Spirits off, you're a bit tougher.
And the mid lane matchup. Interested to see how well this goes down.
Let's see how
as you say, the TA should have the edge.
Yep.
But a lot of it down to performance. We have seen sort of leaners in the past, I feel, do a lot better than they should necessarily do in terms of the hero matchup.
Yeah.
Because of outplay.
Miracle is tanking 5 side blades, 6 side blades already. Getting hit by quite a lot of them already in the laning start. But besides that, the other 2 lanes for Liquid should be pretty decent. I mean, Venge, Mirana should do very well versus Tiny Phoenix, and Bane and Lifestealer should do pretty okay versus top. Enchantress can still last hit, but the Boca can't help a crazy amount.
I'm just trying to help in terms of just hitting the Bane.
Yeah.
To my man, as you say, not really much fear on this top lane.
Mostly going to be looking at the mid matchup, see how these guys do. Looks like we had a bit of a creep pull happen down bottom. Looks like they got the creep wave behind the tower on both sides and denied the wave. Oh. Top of Boca. One more hit. We'll go down.
Tried for the stun there, but didn't actually quite catch Matsumaman. Matsumaman doesn't get slowed down.
And with this setup, it looks like Liquid should win 2 of the lanes pretty well. The mid lane is all going to be, yeah, like we said, how Miracle can actually do versus a TA.
Yeah, and of course, so far, XXS does have the lead.
And he's going to go for a regen rune. Miracle trying to break that one instantly. Refraction plus the regen. Keeps the regen on through the hits. Miracle is extremely sad, and we miss the kill bottom.
I'm blaming on that.
That's my bad.
No, it's not. I'll take the blame on that.
He was still level 1 on the Phoenix, so he didn't have the dive. He just got the gap close on him. So yeah, that mid matchup, we already see what's happening. XXS.
Yep.
Yeah, it's quite hard. Kind of expected.
Yeah, very nice.
Very expected.
Oh, Mr. XXS.
And look, Lifestealer is going to get free farm top as well as the Mirana bottom. So it's just going to be really Miracle who's suffering, and Boca's already trying to set up.
Nice with level 2. Rolling in the smash, Miracle very low. As he's getting with the salve out. One lane. CS-wise for Microtrol, 10 for 4, 10 for 7 on aggressive. Pretty much even trading at the moment. And Boca, it's been spotted out by Kuro, comes over towards the mid.
Looks like, I guess Kuro wants to help Miracle. Miracle's going to try to pull this lane back so he can at least get stuff under the tower, and should be able to a bit here for this next creep wave or so.
Kuro just nightmaring.
Break that refraction right away, then back off.
Using his full extent of the HP there to keep him off him.
But Tumbaman, though, because the Bane goes mid, now eats quite a lot of harassment from the Enchantress, and that's great.
Ooh, nice deny there as well from XXS, getting that before the light strike already came down.
Aggressive still farming really well down bottom. The casual ring of protection to start, and the combo now, GH.
Puts up 1 charges himself, so good charges. Might not be enough to save him, the Fiery Spirits.
Oh,
down. He's got the Tango
the
regen,
tree.
but the dive, the tree fire. Look at the kill, aggressive and Q.
The biggest kill window we've said a couple times in these games is level 3 Tiny, when you've got off 1 point in each ability.
He's going to have to make the walk back to base, but it will be a walk well earned after finding that kill.
They used a lot of resources for that. They used like all of their regen pretty much, and Q is out of everything too, and it's mind control still positioned in the lane. So sure, they get the kill on GH, but it's costly.
Mid as well, Miracle was forced to go all the way back to base.
Oh boy.
XXS now 24 for 13 against the 15 for 6.
He was the X factor in the last game as this Alchemist.
5-minute runes to come up.
Kuro. Got a net. But BO2 doesn't look like he wants to go for this, though. They just want to secure those bounties.
Down the bottom lane as well. GH, he did come across. It's going to cost him his life here. Mind Control did grab the bounty rune for it and is now trying to find aggressive. Has the leap. With the attack speed, another leap. He's looking to find it, and he does. Mind Control will find the trade. But BO2's TP'd in, though. Mind Control, he's got 1 leap left. Gets the arrow out into Q.
He was waiting to buy his bottle so that he could try to go for a second play there.
Oh, so he's getting the recharge as well.
Yep.
Very nicely done there by Mind Control. Three for 2, but to a man still.
Miracle's so low on health here.
Yeah, BO2 finds an angle.
Trap as well.
Oh, perfect. As soon as that 6 is hit, they go for it and they get it. But Kuro and GH are there with the return play. They'll get BO2. They will not be able to get XXS though. But yeah, as soon as that was just as he hit 6. Immediate use of the trap and initiation from BO2 to get XXS involved.
Yeah, just that slight slow, so they make sure he connects. Miracle seemed like he knew, too. He insta-stunned on top of himself when BO2 was rolling in, but doesn't matter. Do they have any stacks to recover from Miracle? They don't. Do they have stacks for XXS? They don't either, but he's doing fine anyway.
There's always the risky run when you pick Lina last with the counter pick available. That TA is always going to come through.
Definitely.
And we're seeing one. The setup here. There is some backup. Q coming across, but the magic missile. They've got the stun, they've got the kill, but here's the counterplay. BO2 rolls forward. It's a stun off the both of them. Won't quite be able to find Kuroki. Kuroki to survive, but he does get the big trick. Gets Miracle.
That's good coordination of the stuns, making sure that he can't get the stick off into the refraction. Very close for that TA to actually survive. Level 7 TA and level 5 Lina. Still not quite level 6 on Miracle. Close, though. Very close.
Top lane. Kuro's going to head back up and...
Matama's still farming.
I mean, he has been fine.
Yeah.
Been left in this 1v1 still. No trouble whatsoever in terms of farming against the right clicks of SRF. As he'll hit level 6 SRF, very close to do so as well. And with the impetus online, a couple of creeps.
So like we kind of expected, the 2 side lanes for Liquid still farming just a bit better than IG. Speaking of that, Mind Control bottom getting set up on.
He's got a leap. He has still got 2 left. There's the 1, there's the 2. Moonlight Shadow. Is he going to be fine? He is. They don't have detection on the front lines, so Mind Control will be able to save himself with the use of the 3 leaps. Top lane.
They can't go for this cone Enchantress.
GH. There's that reminding time of the Moonlight Shadow, and of course these heroes aren't prepared with detection, so GH will be able to get himself away from that last hit of impetus. We'll be fine. The lane does get a little bit trickier now. The impetus is online.
He's going to have to infest a big creep to heal up, but there actually isn't one there, so he's going to have to find something else. And the stacks are beginning for the Templar Assassin. Matama just really looking for a creep to heal up off here.
I did see it underneath the ward. TP's coming in. They know Matuma Man's hunting for a big old juicy creep.
And he's got a full health one there. There we go. Full healed.
And if any sort of threat, he can go for the rage TP.
He might just have to do so. Yeah, probably will right in a second. Make them waste some more time. And there it is.
Straight back to the top lane. And perfect for him as the creep wave is met just by the tower, so he can get straight back to farming.
Yep. And Miracle now, a very happy fiery lady, able to just jungle for a couple moments and catch back up. Level 8 has the double null Aquila. And
Mind Control was going to TP top, but just cancel the TP.
Okay.
So opting to stay down bottom. Oh, it looks like, okay, no, his TP was cancelled. Avalanche from aggressive.
Okay, I was going to say, I was like, why would he just cancel the TP? Because I would imagine they want to try to set up kills for the Enchantress with the Bane and the Mirana pretty soon.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Because you've got that burst.
It was aggressive, stopping that play from happening, and it's going to mean the SRF's going to be a little safer, not having to worry about that gank.
Okay. I was a bit confused. I was like, huh? You cancel on TP this early. So Matamba will be going for the armlet build, maybe armlet SNY. Just get that mobility so they can keep on top of that Enchantress.
Look at these 10-minute runes. Kuro immediately silenced, stunned. Just look at the Nightmare. In fact, with the stick charges, he's alive, he's got the backup. But Matuma and GH come in, Baboka rolling up to the high ground, will survive, but there's the toss play in return, aggressive with the toss, finds Kuro. They're going to get Matuma Man as well. Nice play and response there from IG as Baboka keeps himself alive. They get the kills.
And Baboka, since the Lifestealer is raged, he can roll right through him. Able to rolling boulder up onto that high ground, survives through it too. All about those bounty runes.
GH. Gotta be careful. SRF adding up. Kuro has got 6. He's looking for a Fiend's Grip opportunity, but SRF
Is under attack.
pouncing away.
They could have gone for the kill there with the two of them, if he was able to close the gap there. But Miracle doing all this has farmed quite a lot to catch back up versus Templar Assassin, but XXS still just a little bit ahead, and we'll be going for the Blink Dagger first this game, rather than that Desolator. So close the gap on these squishy heroes, in particular the Lina.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Smoke's coming out. Aggressive is level 7 on the Tiny with Treads. And Baboka also level 6. And I believe his Phoenix yet? Not quite yet. Q is still 5, but...
Magic Missile, Mind Control heading across as well as Kuroki looking for the wraparound. Can you find the range for that grill?
Oh, he's using the sleep. He's going to get the sleep off on him, but now they might be able to relax. That's an awkward situation there. And they've also just stunned Matumba Man.
Baboka giving them a bit of handy info. He says he's got no TP. He's lying. He's playing some next level.
I think he's telling them not to TP to save him. But, or maybe Matumba doesn't have a TP. Because they can click on him and see him.
That's true.
Well, let's see who dies. So Matumba looks pretty dead.
Oh no, is he saying Matuma Man's got no TP?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So we can't rage TP.
Matumba looks dead, and top SRF is dead. Yeah. Similar movements from both sides.
That was a handy pause as well, actually. Made sure that I didn't miss either of the kills.
That was good.
Yeah.
That's not why you didn't miss them.
Oh, that's true. Well, I would have got them back.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Bottom lane. Success and aggressive, trying to take the tier 1.
Tower
Miracle
trade.
getting more and more space in the mid lane.
Ooh. Seems like we're having some lag. So the blink finished on XXS now after that. Aggressive still quite a ways away since he's gone for treads and the kill of the usual small items before. Still doing pretty well though on the Tiny. 3, 1, and 2. Only 35 last hits, but only has that 1 death in comparison to Matu's 2. That was Miracle. Miracle's a level, same level, almost exactly identical level as XXS. It's like pretty similar.
Slight difference in net worth, but not much.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Miracle slowed down in mid.
Oh.
Attack.
So they're popping the supernova here for this one.
He is dead.
SRF joining in as well.
TA traps. Too good. Easy setup for Baboka. They're poised around top. Kuroki's put down some deep vision to play around mind control here. They will see the rotation from SRF, and they see aggressive poured in. Matumba Man still not quite having the armlet finish. So it looks like he wants to finish that before he starts getting so involved with his teammates again.
So,
Radiant's
can they find an opening onto aggressive? In they go. Fiend's Grip out. He's pretty tanky.
He's very tanky.
And tanky enough to survive, because the turnaround play could come in. Tries for the Avalanche. XXS coming in with the blink. They've got the dust out. Stun holds back XXS. Will turn its attention towards GH instead, and indeed they get both. They got the silence as well. Baboka onto mind control. Mind control goes for the leap. Will be able to escape, but still they find 2 there. Great fight back from IG, and it really did look like Liquid just underestimated how much HP this Tiny had.
It's when you go for the stat build, when you go for the treads, the 1, the Aquila, you're like a 2,000 health hero with like 10 armor. And it's tower right there. You saw them, they tried to burst him down as quick as possible. The Fiend's Grip into straight Starstone, but
Yeah, wasn't enough.
not near enough.
Not nearly enough.
With Miracle there, different story.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, if he's on strength, he's on like 1840. So that is pretty crazy. So it will be Armlet into Desolator, it looks like the Combo Man. That was the other build he does, right? Armlet Deso AC, or it's Armlet S and Y, and then he goes for like the AC and some other.
For SRF there. They've got the wrap around
Mind
from
control.
Kura.
They're looking for mind control up top as well. They aren't quite able to find him.
Success. Sees Mithril Hammer closer to his Deso. So still going to be very good timing from this TA. Still a solid 1k ahead of Miracle's Lena.
Will's at a pretty decent time too, though, to set up
Dire's middle tower is under
for his team. SRF holding down bottom, or is down bottom, but Boca joining.
Boca looking at the bigger target on the side. Kuroki is going to split. This fight split up as SRF heads down bottom. Kuroki starting to draw their attention up towards the north, as they will settle for the support kill. But Boca Nexus says chase him down and find the Bane. GH and Matuma Man will be left unscathed.
Good priority there by Boca.
GH going in underneath the
He's
tower. Oh,
Это просто нечто.
well that
was
I mean, yeah. Okay.
Matamba will get the TP out. How many bounty runes would claim?
I mean, maybe thought that Matuma Man could have gone in and taken down the edge, but Matuma Man was having none of that. He was out of there.
Seemed like some something happened, because they had ward vision too behind the tower. So
the prize is mine.
Oh, not often that you see GH make mistakes like this. Yeah, swapping himself underneath the tower on his own. Not the play.
no, definitely not. So Eul Scepter now finished on Miracle. So Miracle's pretty much been farming for the last 8 minutes, just in recovery mode in the jungle, up to level 14 now. While the team looks to keep aggressive. Mind control now. Dragonlance finished up, so he can't just get comboed or killed too quickly by the Tiny.
It's really going to be such a quick timing on this Blink Dessa.
Oh, the smoke. Boca.
And you go straight away. Silence. Smash the follow-up. They don't have enough damage to take him down, though. Matuma Man's got the rage. Turning towards Q. Fiend's Grip as well from Kuroki onto Aggressive. Aggressive will fall. They'll look to take down the egg, and they'll do so. 2 kills for Liquid.
Miracle's here.
But oh,
Lacuna dodge.
it's up in time, but the XXS still goes down. Anything more out of this? Baboka goes for the rollout. The stun, Light Strike Array from Miracle will find him as Mind Control set up for a triple kill. Liquid take 4 of IG.
Mirana versus Phoenix it's so hard to ever get egg off.
The egg's just gone.
Just leaps, it's dead. He can kill it by himself in all those occasions. And Matumba Man gets the Infest off to sit inside Mind Control during all of it and survives. A 4 for 2 as the first time Miracle shows up after the laning phase.
And bam, he's now even with the farm of XXS's TA.
Even ahead, level 15. So it seemed like Baboka, when he first initiated, I'm not sure if the aggressive looked like he got caught by stun, I think, as he was trying to walk in, because he doesn't quite have the Blink Dagger, so they couldn't follow up, and that's what allowed Liquid to pretty much pincer them. They got this perfect situation where they grabbed 2 or 3 heroes as they were trying to make a move, and they got split up. And then I think XXS just kind of blinked into the fight and just was like, oh my god, I'm in the midst of 4 heroes, and we don't really have much left. Dodge the Laguna for a fraction. I did. It was cute. It still died.
Now that Dessa that he was so close for, he get knocked about 500 gold away from it.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to farm a little more. Will still be good timing, but won't quite be that incredible timing that could have surprised Liquid.
No. Miracle's going to have the Shadow Blade finish. My Control continuing to push up top. Hasn't queued an item up yet. You have to assume it's going to be the Maelstrom. They're smoking. They've got the Blink Dagger now and aggressive.
Radiant are scanning.
Can they find him? Control is sticking around. They know that he's in this area.
There's the combo. In with a jump. Blink Dagger
Quick and
reveal a
easy.
success.
That ward on that left side. Getting a glimpse of the Mirana over and over again.
Oh, the
The Icarus dive, that was like the 2-inch swap.
Oh!
But did they finish it off?
Oh, we might did!
Stun.
Oh, Baboka didn't find it on both of them. Whew. So the egg goes down, but XXS gets a double kill.
Okay. Was it Death
Getting
Throw?
that supernova off, but
The silence.
Baboka stopping the Laguna Blade from coming out. There's the control, aggressive, they've got it.
Baboka.
Very
Baboka.
nice, and the tip.
Baboka.
When you thought you couldn't love him anymore.
Mid Laguna animation. XXS did not have refraction on. Gets the instant silence. Baboka.
Would have been a 10 out of 10 play if he got the boulder smash onto Kuro as well. That says 9.5 out of 10 play, pretty good.
I think they may have gotten the kill on the egg anyway, though. It was like
Do you
one
think?
hit left.
It was still
might
the
have been.
attack in the
I
air.
think the attack may have, but still.
It's good to see Baboka spirit back.
That was huge. That was very, very big for them, getting those 3 kills and a tower. Completely negates the advantage.
Straight after that.
claims.
Deso, he's 1400 towards the BKB, thanks to those kills.
Yep.
Baboka set up for him.
And it's always going to be good for an Earth Spirit to get involved like that, because now level 11, levels are great. I mean, your talents get very, very good. Once you get 20, the GPM is really helpful, but getting that Blink Dagger, so he can always be the one to set up and assist the Phoenix.
On control. Was caught out once up here before. Baboka.
You happy? He's spamming denies, by the way. He's got 20 denies.
Oh, nice land. Oh, the blind boulder smash. Where is
They've
it?
got several dust and sentries.
Where is he? Go for it. Oh, he makes the wrong call. Off the mark. Mind control will be fine. He's out of there. Bottom lane at the same time. Liquid looking for a play with that Moonlight Shadow. Trying to use
Bounty
it aggressively as well.
Yeah, now they can claim all 4 bounties, too.
Oh, there we have it. Money in the bank for Liquid.
Yep.
11 to 16. 1K lead at the moment for Liquid.
Aggressive and SRF are... I don't want to sound like a broken record from last game, but they are falling a bit behind on the net worth as Z2 Cars as XXS just skyrockets again. He's not an Alchemist this time, but...
He's really pulling out all the stops, XXS. This series, at least.
Yeah.
Been very impressive on his mid performance.
Him and Baboka have definitely been the rock in this series overall, yeah. Not to take in, Q's also had remarkable performance on the Tusk. Aggressive will go for Shadow Blade next. I think Miracle already had it done, so going for BKB next on the Lina to avoid those pesky boulder smashes that continue to happen. 0-4-4 on Miracle, actually.
A lot of CS though. 220 CS in 21 minutes.
Yeah.
It's all about the farming for him. Now recovery after that rough laning stage against the TA. Deso now complete from what's up.
Their levels looking 18 on the 2 mids. It's actually very, very close on experience. It's dead even. As they look for a smoke. Well, they look there for their infest play at least.
There you go. GH swapping to save Kuro. But it is going to mean that probably both of them are going down. They'll try and get the egg, and they do. They'll take the egg down. GH is still alive for now. In fact, Matuma just been set up for a double kill. Turns towards aggressive Laguna Blade from Miracle. They find a third. Liquid.
The arrow connects on SRF.
Can they get anything more? Matuma Man has been stunned. Baboka rolls in, but Matuma Man will survive as IG get team wiped. Liquid and the tip straight back at him. Miracle.
I mean, Baboka's always doing this, right? He's always having fun. This Desolator pick up Matu. You see how fast he started. He gets the one hit on the TA too, and you see how much it really starts to deal through that when the refraction's worn off. And over again, this egg. Especially when it's level 1, there is no way that it's going to go off.
That's a Rosha. Aegis Miracle. 200 gold and that BKB will be done.
Level 20 on the Lina now.
Very big fight for them to take. So that BKB is still not quite there for XXS off the back of that failed fight.
He was very close to it before they took that engagement. Aggressive, he just gets eaten in the fights too. He can't stand toe-to-toe. Lifestealer is just such a good counter to Tiny. And SRF caught an arrow in the middle of that fight too. So it was a pretty tough fight for IG to take at that point.
SRF is going to be building pretty defensive. He's got the stats, the Dragon Lance, and he's queued up an Eon Disc next.
And Liquid is not trying to slow down with this.
Oh, they found it.
Wow. So, by the way, you're talking about the infest. Who is Matu going to infest?
Yeah.
Look at his item. Aha! He doesn't need an infest if he's just going to blink into them.
Oh, and then he gets the Ags.
And then he can eat someone.
And then he can eat someone, and now
he can
the
just,
Infester becomes the Infestee.
so he can eat the Venge and then he permanent Venge aura, right?
Radiant's middle tower
we have it.
is under attack.
He's not going to go at him. Sure. The Blink Dagger, though. He wants to be able to get on top, get on top of heroes, get on top of the Tiny.
But if he does go Axe, imagine.
That'd be pretty funny. There's no way in hell he'd ever go Aghanim's on Lifestealer.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Shadows.
Oh, we got Moonlight and TP
Moonlight,
top.
Yeah.
Ooh, Kuro.
Aggressive.
Finally, Grace got the Nightmare.
He's found him. The arrow.
It's a
Connects.
good long stun. It's a good long stun. Sentry
Status
down.
resist.
There's the Fiend's Grip. And that's a kill. Aggressive caught out there by the quick thinking players of Liquid with the Moonlight TP. Catches him out.
There's a BKB on XXS, and they have the blink on Babokas too for IG. Good luck to try to set up some fights on, but they are still playing into an Aegis Lina as well as you mentioned, the BKB finished up on Miracle. So it's going to be a lot harder to set up any of those disables on this Lina, who is looking to actually make a play, perhaps.
Underneath this ward, though.
Yeah, never mind. Getting pinged out. Bounty runes are going to be spawning. Oh, XXS is walking forward.
Oh! The stun,
Boca.
but Poker's there with the counterplay, the silence onto Miracle. XXS gets the BKB off, turns towards the Lina, will take his life once. That's Miracle gone. GH, the uphill miss, keeps him alive. Again, another one, uphill miss again. GH still alive somehow for now. Matuma Man by him, crushed by the rocks of Boca. The Supernova will fall. Miracle, Laguna, the right clicks, SRF goes down. 2 for 2
Jeez.
between them there.
SRF died so fast to just the right clicks. The Laguna into like 3 right clicks by the Lina dead. So incredibly squishy. And that was without Mind Control or Kuroki. They kind of took that. That was quite something there.
Blink into Moonshot actually will be the yeah, I'm queued up at the moment. We'll see if he does change that into like the AC.
You'd have to imagine he'd go for armor. Yeah, AC.
Yeah.
Maybe they want Lina to get it. And as I click on Miracle, he just put an AC into his tab. So
All right, yeah, we've seen this before.
Okay.
I think it was Miracle on some of his builds. He does like to get the AC.
I think you might imagine. Oh, top. Looks like we're going to lose Kuro. He's trying to set up some vision. You have to imagine it. Like, what about Halberd from Matu? Halberd from Matoma Man seems pretty good versus Templar Assassin as well as Enchantress. Could be a viable option. But we'll see what he adapts to go for. Because he's gone for Blink, so it's already unorthodox.
Success going back with some stats and maneuverability as he queues up the Hurricane fight. And Miracle just 1,700 gold away from having a completed subclass. Mid lane, SRF.
Selena is so farmed. 308 last hits.
And he goes in with the jump, in with the slow. Miracle's there with the burst and control.
It doesn't even feel like the Untouchable's there anymore because of the level 20 talent on top of the Fiery Soul with Alina. Just 330 bonus attack speed. Completely penetrates through that Enchantress is untouchable.
Aggressive, wants to kick things off, but he doesn't find the avalanche. Now Matuma Man in with the counter. Blink play, GH swapping aggressive further and further away from his team. The burst from Miracle back. The second pick off Liquid.
The Blink Dagger. The Blink Lifestealer.
Dire's middle
The surprise.
tower has fallen.
It's hit twice.
As we sort of said, it was going to turn into one of these games where in the team fights it's so hard for SRF on his Enchantress to do his job. There's so many ways to play around it, and the Blink Dagger really does make his life even more painful. It's very easy for Matuma Man to just get on top of SRF, and suddenly this hero that can be kicking out thousands of damage in a team fight just doesn't have a chance to do anything because she just dies.
Yeah, and it really does feel like it's XXS and the supports versus the world. Aggressive and SRF feel kind of like non-factors in a lot of these engagements. They just die so quickly. They get like their combo off, let's say, from aggressive, but then that's about it. The Enchantress can't actually stand toe-to-toe versus Liquid in the fight. And, yep, the AC is now finished for Miracle when he goes and picks it up. Or she. As they all go together as a unit. GH even ports top to make sure he's sitting behind Mind Control. They've got Matuma Man infested inside. The smoke from IG. Liquid seems to be expecting some kind of rotation since they haven't seen anything in a while. Nothing on the map whatsoever for them. Oh, and the smoke breaks. See it, maybe.
Liquid. Ready to go straight off the back of, as you're saying, knowing.
As soon as they
There's
see
his
the
goal.
smoke reveal, there it's their turn. And Mind Control's also going for Hex this game, by the way. So BKB Dragonlance Hex, no Maelstrom. It's more of a supportish Mirana. Kind of cool. SRF.
They're set up for this.
They see him with the ward vision.
The swap, the Fiend's Grip, SRF out of the fight. They got the Durst onto Aggressive, chasing him down. From a man, closing
got the
the
blink.
gap with the blink. He's out. Top lane though, Miracle. He's into the base. He's ready to start pushing on to tier 3s. And the rest of Liquid are still there around mid lane.
And this Lina kills tier 3s very fast. The tower's no glyph available. Dropped down to 490 HP already.
Heals himself, removing that Fiery Spirit. Sorry, the Fire Spirit's from Q.
Dire's top tower
To a man,
has fallen.
quick with the Rage in the backup. They'll go to tier 3.
They can go back for Shrines now.
Irish not quite back up yet.
I think they've got some items coming out in the courier too. That is the Hex now finished up for Mind Control.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
Matama Man has not changed the build still, by the way. Still has the Moon Shards in Q.
Dire's
I think he's recognizing it's like, he's kind of like this Slicer who does a lot of damage, but he's not going to be hitting the creeps. Like, he's only got 140 last hits compared to 367 on Miracle and 206 on Mind Control.
Fuel for my fire.
And we have the Matuma Man.
Q gets spotted.
The Terra, or the Blink forward, chasing him. He does have Supernova. But he needs to pop it. And the counterplay. Oh!
It's
The
fine.
Blink comes in. Miracle did get the BKB off. He's able to take down the egg immediately, but they've lost 2 on Liquid. Miracle on the retreat now. With the last few seconds of the BKB. The Liquid will be used up on the side. They're still finding Mind Control, hunting him down. The trap slow hit. As Mind Control jumped upon, he'll go down as well. IG there with the very quick reactions.
Baited.
Baiting them right back. The Supernova shot, again, it's sort of we saw in another game. Sure, the Supernova, the Phoenix always dies, but the time bought for the team fight to be set up and as grouped up as they were, only Miracle really stood a chance as he was able to get his BKB off. The rest of the team caught out by Baboka's combo.
They got the whole combo too. They didn't just get Baboka getting 2 or 3 heroes with everything. It was also the Avalanche plus the Tiny getting a big combo and a hit off. I think Aggressive did the most damage in that fight, near 3,000.
And into the pit they go.
It was all right on top of each other.
Can Liquid get here in time? They've got the Lifestealer in 10 seconds,
They
but
scout it.
it's unlikely. Unless they go for some risky play. Wave of Terror up and again into a couple of seconds. We want to go for Wave of Terror and a swap, but look who's on it. Baboka outside of the pit with the eyes on GH, tossing him up aggressive. He'll go for the swap, but
Oh,
the
he didn't
Aegis
get
has
anything.
already been claimed. Miracle has managed to burst the Aegis out of the hands of XXS. The rest of IG starting to regroup. Do they want to get in? XXS blinks away. Baboka with the stun, but Miracle pots the BKB. He's trying to fight against XXS. The physical damage. Who's got the better numbers? XXS, he's got the cheese. Back up to full. Miracle has to back off with the Shadow Blade, the Moonlight Shadow. But there's Baboka with the tree line crushed with the rocks. Gets the kill. Rolls across. Looking to chase down for more. Aggressive. Jumps up. Avalanche onto Mind Control. Leaping down to the low ground. He's got one more leap. He's got Matuma Man inside him. Taking Matuma Man back to safety. But again, IG stepping it up in these team fights. XXS, they're still on the hunt. Baboka really wants to find this. He finds the trap slow. He's got the refraction up before the Hex. Can Baboka save him? That's the question. They've got the heal of the Sunray. Baboka, he's got 1 stone left to play with. Mind Control with the BKB available.
Matama Man finds a haste rune. Very fortunate.
Baboka still chasing. He's got the silence. Won't connect with the slow, but he's in front of him. Kicks him back. Actually helps him dodge the avalanche there. Mind Control turns, stun onto Aggressive. Matuma Man with the rage back up. Looks for him. He's got the Shadow Blade, but there's the sentry. Placed down by GH. He's back in the fight in time. They roll away. Wow, there we go. Q's going to be happy. He got off with a Supernova. Oh, but GH swaps him back. Cancelled the TP. Q's gone.
All right, they actually chased too far. They kept trying to go for Mind Control as well as Matumba, and everyone just starts respawning.
Around that shrine, easy access for Liquid to get back to.
After such a huge Roche fight, they end up overcommitting and over-chasing and lose a lot of their advantage out of it. They also used, like you said, the Aegis was used on XXS. He got picked up. Then the cheese was expended afterwards when he stood toe-to-toe with Miracle. And we can see that Miracle can absolutely stand right in front of that Templar Assassin with the right
She
clicks.
doesn't have that cheese, she dies.
Yeah. Having that small crit there.
Chrysalis, yeah, with that AC, it's just so much right click coming out from the Miracle Lena at this stage.
You have to imagine if it was every little thing counts. That's why Dota is so amazing. It's like, if that wasn't a haste rune, right? Maybe, I mean, Invis rune, he would have gotten caught. They have the gem. If haste rune lets Matu get away to reset with mind control. So that's just the beauty. Oh, a DD.
A DD rune.
Dude, he's going Moonshard.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
Just sheer attack speed to go through the Phoenix as well as
Fair
the
enough, yeah. I mean, attack speed is everything this game.
And breaking more refraction charges faster, right? I guess. Scan comes out. They know that IG is kind of sitting in their base.
Oh, they're just going to dive up to the
Oh, they might be able to get a swap here. GH is positioning himself.
Oh,
there it is.
Swap back into the Hex. GH. Oh! The
Arrow
process
connects
into
too.
the arrow too! Mind control! Finds a second.
Oh my goodness. That was so scary there for IG for a second, for XXS at least, but still pretty scary as the siege begins.
2 sets of racks potentially in trouble now. Liquid, they've gone mid. And they've probably got top 2. As IG, just the 3 of them, can they really find a fight? Doesn't look like they can. 2 sets of racks going the way of Liquid.
They still have Glyph available, IG. They don't have 2 of their heroes for 30 seconds, though.
He tries to jump in. Immediately Hex, the lockdown, the kill. He buys back immediately. But man tries to go towards XXS, but the Hurricane Pike saves him.
He hesitated as he blinked in, right? He blinked in and didn't cast the Boulder Smash right away. And then got hexed.
Football back at Miracle. Oh, Miracle once more. He's got back in on his own. Miracle. This is some big balls, but he just goes straight out in the midst of them all. Wow! Oh, the damage! The crit!
Gets rid of Baboka, looking for Q. Q.
Oh, he's got a supernova.
If he crits, does he crit?
Oh,
He does not crit on any of them.
doesn't crit. Oh. $13K lead now for Liquid.
So much gold, he just got through all that. Finishing up tons of items.
Yeah, Solar Crest
See them all picked up. Yeah.
And Shadow Cross was bought by Matumba Man. Baboka has to be careful with these hexes in play.
SRF has now dropped below GH on the net worth, by the way. This Ench not having a good time.
Success. Pretty much got the money for the Shiva, for the Hex himself, but would put his buyback on the line.
He's too important. That's the problem. He's everything for this team. It's him and the supports, like we were saying, like Aggressive and SRF just have so much trouble in the fights. Aggressive got that one situation where he got a great combo on top of Babokas, but besides that, it's been very, very difficult for them to actually get involved in anything. Look at Miracle. Looks like he's trying to set up for something on his own as he keeps the Fiery Stole stacks going and Shadow Blades toward top. Toward Aggressive, who's looking to push out the waves.
If he
Aggressive.
finds the stone, he has the damage, surely.
Miracle looks a little bit afraid.
Yeah, Aggressive TPing back. Joining the rest of his team. As they'll soon be forced to pull together the defense. Roshan not up for a few more minutes. At least. Yeah, Mind Control actually going to go for the Skadi, so just standing up. After his Hex pickup.
He's going to have quite a lot of health. Going to be nearing the 3,000 mark. And that'll be quite annoying for a TA to deal with. And oh, actually it was it's an Orchid picked up by XXS rather than the Hex. So going for the Bloodthorn.
Okay. And Miracle did find Q,
find
out
Q.
alone. IG's going to try and fight, but the Hex comes out immediately. Aggressive going in with the combo onto Matuma and Kuroki. Kuroki's still alive for now. They'll get the silence onto Matuma with the impetuses. Is it enough damage? It is, and he's up to the high ground. Moonlight Shadow pop. Q buys back.
Miracle's coming. He TP'd to the fight with the bots.
Baboka rolling himself back up. And the rest of his team has to be careful here on this defense. Who gets caught out Observer ward drop down inside the base. They do have a sentry, but
The
there,
swap.
GH
The Hex.
gets the swap back. The Hex, the grip, but the stone cancels the Fiend's grip. Is it enough to actually save XXS? He'll get the chance to pop the BKB. Looking towards Kura. XXS has to get himself some way out of this one. They found Matumba Man though. They'll look towards Lina. The Hurricane Pipe play, pushing him back to safety. The Supernova's out, so Liquid, they have to retreat. They did get 2.
They got the big one. They got the important one. Dude, Miracle tipped in the middle of that fight. He killed BO2 on the side and then tipped him while they were still fighting.
XXS does have buyback.
Regeneration.
Unfortunately, yeah, we see the gold change, XP change, but we don't see the important thing, the tips exchange.
Yeah.
Can we get that added, please, Val?
I can't believe he tipped in the... Like, I saw him stop moving in the middle of the fight to open up the scoreboard and tip him. Like, oh my god.
Cool. A lot of wards and sentries down now. It's a little riskier for him to get away with these sort of plays.
Yeah. TA does have buyback, and BO2 is respawning.
Yeah. It's no supernova for 50 seconds. That's also, yeah, no Matumba Man for 20.
You know, I love seeing too. I saw in the little fight recap, it's like when some things pop up and see how many times people tread swap. We're 40 minutes in the game. Mind Control has 1,800 mana, and he's tread swapping for like the intelligence to get the mana.
Sufficiency.
I love it. See right there, he just tread swapped in to go to arrow the creep. Just Dota. How long do we have for Roche? About 2 minutes.
Prize is mine.
GH disassembling his Solar Crest and building up that halberd.
Yeah, they finally did get one of them. And he's gone for the Vengeance aura damage. I was surprised he took the Agi this game, though. Because I did see he was like the Wave of Terror spam. It's really, really nice with the -6. But decided to prioritize Agi this one time. I think all the other times I saw him played, he did go for the Wave.
Satanic for Miracle. It's got that sustain. It's got that HP.
All right. So XXS. A lot of this on you. They've got the level.
They got the
18
swap
They got
straight
swap.
away with the Fiend's grip. He needs help and he needs it now, but it's not going to come soon enough. He's dead for 100 seconds.
150, no buyback. No gold yet.
Forward, mind control. Getting the leap attack speed onto SRF, and SRF is dead.
Oh my goodness.
Does that buyback available? Aggressive, looking to kick things off as he goes in onto mind control. They'll try with the supernova, but the right click speed of Miracle is too much. They'll take down the egg, they'll take down the rock. Buybacks from both of them as they'll look to get back in.
Still no TA.
It's
How much
only
gold?
2 of them left alive.
100 gold,
As
yeah.
GG indeed is called. Liquid are able to do it here in this game too, as they take the match.
Like, the Phoenix eggs, none of them went off. We had one go off bottom when no one was hitting it, right? But overall, the Phoenix did pull tension to make people hit in a couple situations, but not able to get an egg off at all in the game still does have its effect. Like the Lina as well as the Mirana, in these situations, they kill the egg by themselves. It's pretty crazy. Even Lifestealer, Matu went for a build where if he's able to, he'll also kill that egg by himself with Rage.
It was a really good Lifestealer game.
It was.
And the Lina pick worked out despite sort of that sort of lame matchup at the start. XXS did have, he played very well. It just sort of fell off towards the end because of the fact, as you say, you don't really want everything relying on you as that TA at that stage. You sort of want to have your other cores in a better place, and they just weren't really aggressive in SRF, as we've been saying, just falling behind in both games as it seemed.
Yeah. I'm just like looking at the graphs, you see how much it's like, yeah, TA, XXX did great laning phase, and at one point, Miracle was down at the bottom, then just went jungle and somehow skyrocketed all the way to the top so quickly. And just that overcommitment. IG chasing a bit too far after they get that big Roche fight, costing them quite a bit, but overall Liquid with a sound strategy able to take this one. And yeah, aggressive. The Tiny and the Enchantress really just fell off completely because you see at, let's say, around 15 minutes or so, it was pretty even net worth, let's say, with the chorus. Tiny, Enchantress, Lifestealer, and Mirana. And then we start progressing later on, and they were just getting completely smoked. Like 5k advantage on both of the chorus for Liquid in comparison.
This game and for both teams. There was some cute little plays for both sides, but Boca's Air Spirit always a treat to see. It just wasn't quite enough to do it here for IGs. See some of the fantastic moments from this match.
Yeah.
Top lane is neat little escape from mind control.
IG had some, I mean, they had some beautiful moments in this game. Baboka getting clutch silences. This is one where Liquid gets a big turnaround because you see aggressive on the side, did get caught by a disable as he was trying to initiate forward. And yeah, then Miracle shows up as XXS shows up to the fight.
And that infest as well from Matuma you saw there. He was one hit away from dying to XXS, getting himself inside mind control just in time, and Baboka found out as well.
They've always been pretty good about that, I feel, when they're playing with the Life Series. Just like the bail your buddy out syndrome. It's just like, I need you to come near me so I can infest you. And then this one, again, IG. The egg doesn't finish, but they get a couple kills out of it.
My bad there as well, actually. Baboka did hit the smash.
He only got Kuro, though.
Oh, he only got Kuro. Oh, I thought it was different. So he only got Kuro.
He did the roll kick in that one.
Okay.
But then this clutch silence. He was still a pleasure to watch, for sure, Baboka.
Yeah, and I think certainly sort of making an argument for the fact that, I mean, you can say we have seen it already a few times, that the Earth Spirit certainly deserves to see some play. On the strength of the hero, despite having a very sort of dry patch in terms of teams picking it, coming up towards the...
The invisible pressure, the invisible things too that the Venge really does apply. Like I was watching these fights, these illusions are so annoying.
They hurt.
It's like Kuro would die to XXS, and then the Bane illusion would break all the refraction charges afterwards when he was dead. So there's a lot of really cool things that I got to see in this one. This was a great fight from IG. We see the full combo comes out. Aggressive gets the most damage he's done in any team fight there in that situation with the synergy of Baboka. But Liquid still just seeming to be too strong at the overall, in this one at least.
Another 1-1 series though.
Yeah.
Between these two teams. So I feel like we are really seeing this sort of across the board. A lot of teams just one-upping each other in each game. This was a game as well where
those swap hex plays, sorry.
Where we saw, Liquid was ahead, but it didn't feel super one-sided. IG definitely had a chance up to a certain point.
When it's just when your TA is your only hero that's really scaling into the later stages of the game. That's when you know you're in trouble though. Versus a tri-scaling lineup.
And as GH's swaps, there was a fantastic swap. Sort of the last sort of 10 minutes of the game, GH every single fight just kicking things off in the right manner. Swaps into hexes.
Yeah, the swap into hex, that was cool. Like, having somebody build the hex, because they didn't really have anybody else who wanted to, so mind control's just like, I'll do it. I'll build the hex. So we have that instant disable when we want to go for those plays.
And, as we say, obviously the Miracle Lina had a great game. I think overall, it feels like we're starting to see Lina more and more in these first 2 days of TI. This is a mid laner that's doing pretty fantastic. And, as you see, building damage.
I was pointing at the scoreboard. Yeah, I was just looking at that one for Owen. But yeah, almost 14,000 building damage for Lina. That's insane. The next highest person was Matumba Men's Lifesteal did 4K, but on IG, they did only 1,200 building damage on their heroes. Miracle did 14,000. Wow. Sure, they killed all the buildings at the end, but...
Well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Another series in the bag here at the TI 2018 group stages, as it will end 1-1 between IG and Liquid. Don't go anywhere, of course, as there is lots more Dota 2 to come today, and we'll see you very shortly. See you about.